Yeah. Nobody cares, apparently. This is going to be a very quick stream if there's nobody here. So, anyway. This safety valve on this little Mamod SE3 is absolutely knackered, and I am concerned to how many steamings it's got left in it. If I bring that nice and close for you to see, you can see it's, well, yeah, pretty knackered. That needs a new washer on it. Oh, hello Alan, how are you? I'm glad there are some people. I was starting to get worried. I was sat here going, there's nobody here, it's just me. But glad you're here, so in which case I might as well start getting the engine ready. So today we're running this little thing, which is delightful. Also, kettles at this height are dodgy as. Just want you to know that. And this is scary. Well, overfill. So enjoy the view of my underarm, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's very erotic. Oh, God, everybody's here. That very rapidly went from, wow. Literally the last time I looked at this, guys, there were 3 people watching, now there's 35 of you. So hello to all the 35 of you. How are we all doing? Yes, there has been, I don't know if there's been hail. It has just absolutely chucked it down, like been very, very wet. And there was thunder earlier today. Anybody else got thunder? Well, there's someone here. Yeah, I know exactly. What could go wrong with pouring boiling hot water at a unpleasant high angle? I think this is absolutely perfect. Can't think of a single problem with this plan. God, this boiler takes so much water, it's unreal. So today, ladies and gentlemen, this is my Mamod SE3, which is a twin-cylinder, superheated engine. Yes, it's superheated, kind of. Yeah, kind of near Sudbury. Anyway, hello, thunder in Leicester, nice. And a lot of rain, yes. I can't say that, but yes. Are you getting steamed? I am getting steamed. How expensive was this? South Carolina, yes. I have driven through South Carolina, and that's all I know about South Carolina. Oh, it's coming out the back. Time to put the little plug in the back, which gets hot very quickly. Ah, my fingers. Fingers. Still hot. Very hot. You'd have thought I'd have got good at this over the years, wouldn't you, really? But hot. There we go. Wow. Hello, on. Hello from Maine. Wow, that's awesome. Maine. We like Maine. I know nothing about Maine, apart from there's a railroad there. That's literally my some knowledge of Maine. As some of you may have seen earlier, the safety valve here is well and truly knackered, giving it the best term I can possibly tell you there. The washer is, there, focused on it for a brief second. The washer on the end of that is a foobar, I think is a good term for that. And that's not going to last for much longer in the grand scheme of things. I will need these matches. And time to try not to spill methylated spirits all over flammable tables. Because yes, today it's methylated spirits. No solid fuel for us. No, we're doing this properly with the proper stuff. Clear flames and all that, you know. Good. Who wants to be able to see the fire? No, we're just going to set fire to everything. This is why I have a tray underneath it to catch the methylated spirits. Because I can tell you from experience, it's kind of bad if it sets fire to the table. Don't ask me how I know that. Methylated spirits is strong. So we're going to set fire to this and hopefully not the table. Fire, ladies and gentlemen, there is fire. Oh, that's on fire. Oh, and it's already set fire to various other things. I've set fire to the layout. So layout to the model. How do I know what? It is a wonderful smell of meth. Yes, if only I knew someone with a working fire engine, I know. Wouldn't that just be delightful? So a little bit of steam oil into the lubricators, by which I mean holes. We'll stick a bit more in there later. And we'll see what happens with this thing as it bubbles away, and it might have enough steam to actually do something. We can always hope there'll be enough steam. I mean, it has run before, so we'll assume it'll run again. Stand by when I realise that's making hissy noises. So it's definitely on the boil, so that's a good start. It's on a nice, safe wooden table. It is. And that's what we like, because wood and fire go together very well. Lots of fire. Now it's making the boiling noises. Oh, I see. Sorry, Trig. There's lots of comments going on. So, anyway, hello everybody. How are we all today? I hope it's been a nice day wherever you are in England, especially in East Anglia. It has been extremely wet and thundery. And what am I doing? I've put a fire into this thing, and I've put some water into it before the fire, and hopefully it's going to go chuff, 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 or in the kind of typical way of a man would. And we'll get it running, and I'll answer your questions. Though I don't have a Mamod train, I know a couple of people who have got the Mamod locos, and the ones I've used I haven't really enjoyed because they just go flying off at 1,000,000 miles an hour and they're not very controllable. So yes, I have seen the Hornby 00 scale Ruston. I want them to do one of mine. Big Ben is just the bell, right? The tower itself is called Parliament Clock Tower, I think Parliament Tower. So Big Ben is the bell, and last time I heard it was making noise. Oh, 85, is that in American 85 degrees though? Because I don't know what that is in our 85 degrees, because that's enough to kill you in our measurements. Gorgeous day in Toronto, Canada. Wow. My friend works at a Dutch navigator as a volunteer. Well, if you can, if they want to invite LMM over to do a Lawrie Goes Loco at a Dutch navigator railway, we'd love to do that. Hello from North Wales. Thunder and lots of rain in Argentina. Watching from Argentina, that's cool. My day's good. Hailstorm here too. But I can hear that safety valve hissing away, and the whistle is hissing away. So let's see if it wants to. Oh, thinking. Now I've got pliers for this because that gets very, very warm. Let's see what we can do. I think it goes this way. Let's open that up full. Hot. I have the pliers in my hand, and it's still. There we go. Mamod. So if we try and stop this. Ouch, hot. Whoops. Put that back on the tray, like so. We can slow that down a bit and hopefully shut the whistle. Kind of shut the whistle. Try that. The whistle does nothing. So what we'll do is we'll just try and slow this down a bit and let it to just... There we go. Kind of ticking over. Now these cylinders are just single action. When they're in the right position, steam enters them and they push. They're not double acting like the Willisco the other day. So this is about as slow as we can get it ticking over. And it does go... I don't know if you can hear that. We say railways. So this is quite nice. Oh yeah, GMT, BST, near enough. Hello from the US and hello from the East End. Keep going. So this is a nice little model. I wanted this one because as Mamods go, unless you have a double acting cylinder, this is about the most controlled you can get. And it does make a very nice chuffing sound. Now this model particularly is no longer in production. It's the SE3, and they started making these, believe it or not, in 1959 and kept making them through till 1977, was 1979. So it wasn't a very long run, 20 years, but it does mean the newest this can be is 1979, which is quite an old little thing to have here. Swanage, yes, I've done the Swanage Railway several times in Arkansas, prefer rail. Hello from Romania, and hello from Arkansas. Hello from Birmingham. Is that England, Birmingham, or can I make a miniature railway in my garden? I guess I could, but I've got no kind of plans to at the moment. I don't really have a big enough garden. In Poland, hello from Poland. That's been North Invitation. Yes. Anyway, Swanage Railway. Yes. Last time I was at Swanage Railway was for the Simply Bullied event, which was super. Hello from England. Well, that is exotic from England, isn't it? The word railroad is quite simple. I don't know. I mean, in English terms on the railway, we say have we got the road, so it's not that silly. Have I ever driven a 2001 Subaru Forester? I don't know. Hello from Stowmarket. Oh, that's a long way away. Have you always loved locos? Yes, as far as I'm aware. Apparently, when I was like 2 or something, I saw a Edward from Thomas the Tank Engine in the post office. You know, one of the die-cast toys. And ever since then, I have loved steam engines. I don't know why. Apparently, when I was, I don't know how old, my mum took me to Bressingham, which is one of the local museums around here. And a little 2-year-old lorry surrounded by steam engines for the first time was just, lorry was broken. I was just like, so that was that. Hello from the Netherlands. Good idea to look for MR2s on eBay. Even MR2s are awesome. Everyone, hello from Belgium. Hello from the USA. The boiler isn't on fire. It's just it's the flames giving good heating everywhere. And as I mentioned earlier, it is superheated. The steam pipe comes up from down here and then loops underneath, and then comes out somewhere over there. So it's the steam in the pipe is being heated by the fire again, which makes it superheated. I have got some belt-driven implements. Maybe we'll do that another day. I haven't really done that, but I've only got a couple of them. They're nothing exciting. Hello from Scotland. Oh, wow. Good work. I love standard 2s. Standard 2s are brilliant, so that's a great thing. I have thought about building a railway around the shed, although I'm not sure if our landlord would be particularly excited by the idea. Oh, yeah. The Llangollen Railway is gorgeous. Did I say that right? Llangollen? Yes, we're talking about doing the Scotland 500. We might not do it for Lemons, certainly not the coming Lemons or the one after that, because we've got plans already, but we're talking about doing it one way or another. If nothing else, we're just going to drive it because we really want to do it. Hello from Chesterfield. Hello from Cornwall Redruth. Yes, I know that well. Any idea when we're allowed to leave the country? None whatsoever. No idea when we're going to be able to travel again. Is Lawrie a nickname? No, it's a name. That's my name. Surprisingly, I know. But yeah, that's my name. My uncle's only has 1 piston. Is it a different model? Yes, it will be. That will be a SE2. We're on first Taunton Steam Railway? Northern. Oh, I don't know where that is. In Northern Canada. I don't know where any of the railway. Yes, I've done the Festiniog several times and the Welsh Highland. Oh, it runs an entire diorama with it. They can run a load of stuff with these and they're cool. Hello from America. Chug, chug, chug. What have I been doing besides making YouTube videos? Basically editing YouTube videos and getting on with things like that. I've had a bit of a rest. That's been quite nice. I was at work yesterday, actually. I went back in to do some driving for a couple of days. Apart from that, not a whole much. Hello from Asheville. Yes, I like Asheville. Yes, we have our £500 cards. We will be doing the meetup. Although we need to be able to get back to the shed to... Oh, hello from Texas. Yes. Yes, we definitely need to go on to the places you suggested in Texas. So yes, we have our car. Mine, Morris, needs to go and have some rather major welding done to it because it's not good. Matt's car needs a clutch. Morgan has his car at home, as most of you saw on the What's Broken Now, and Trevor's car is fine. So we're still doing that. Check out the restoration. Okay, that sounds cool. Yes, load more model railway videos. I think I filmed now 10 episodes and there's more stuff coming up here. That's so again. Is it my name though? Lawrie, go, just no, Lawrie, just stop it. Do you plan on operating a crane, flying a plane? Yes to both of those things. I've got a crane in the works and I know someone with a plane, so we're working on that. I really, really, really want to drive Bon Accord. I've seen Salmon running before and it's gorgeous. But I particularly... The Cheltenham and Heritage Line. Which one's that? I want to do... Oh, I used to volunteer very briefly. I had a girlfriend down in London. So I volunteered at the Spa Valley for a couple of turns and had to go on Ugly and on the Ginty there, which was awesome. So I'd love to do it. Oh, and turn the 4P, because that was what the Hornby one was. The Hornby 2P was Edward, wasn't it? Do you ever ride motorbikes? Not yet. But it will be happening at some point. Yeah, she's lovely, isn't she? It's, again, the newest it can be would have been built in 1979, which means it's quite old, which is probably why the safety valve is totally, totally knackered. I need to replace... Oh, there's flames there. I almost reached the methylated spirits to put it into the cylinders, and that would be bad. So every time the oil disappears from the little divot, I'm just giving it a little top up just to help feed these. Now, I've got no idea how long this will run for. I know that my Willisco, last time we had it going for about an hour, which was pretty awesome. So yes, do you plan to do Steam at Whitwell? Hopefully yes. I'm really hoping they're going to ask me back there. Thomas, sorry I didn't see what you said because it's going. Harley Davidson. I think I would rock a Harley Davidson. Hello from South Wales as well. Yes, LMM live streams. Where's it going? And thank you for the shirt. I like the shirt as well. It's one of my favourite. I do like Transformers. Big fan of Transformers. As I probably told most of you before, I was in Transformers number 5, whichever the last night. I'm in that. It's very hard to see me, but I am in it. Oh, build a model traction engine. That's pretty cool. Howdy from South Africa. Also awesome. Hello. One Accord is amazing. Small cat. Yeah, it's only a little Barclay, isn't it? So, but it does look amazing with the tram sides on it. I would love to do One Accord and love to do Salmon when it's back together again. Oh, yes, I have done the Glossworks. I've done the Glossworks several times. I will be going back to the North Yorkshire Moors at some point. I love the North Yorkshire Moors. It's great. That's fantastic, Tom. I would, Thomas. I look forward to doing the dimers. Yeah, the locos as soon as I can do it. I don't have a dynamo. Oh, actually I do. I've got a dynamo on the Willisco. I will have a look at doing it at some point in the future. Yes, I think the Cheltenham question was about the Glossworks. 700 watching. That's good. That's good. When you see the Blazer, that's the yeah. The Blazer was interesting. I did it. Yes, I was an extra on it. I was in the opening sequence when you got all the bad guys charging at the. See you later, Model Steam. I would love to drive Tyler Watch. Transformers movie. Yeah. Well, God, there's so many questions, guys. If you can help with One Accord, that would be awesome. I'd love to do it. Moors Valley Miniature Line, yes. I would love to have a go at Piglet's Tram because it looks absolutely stunning. I do like Fred Dimner. Fred Dimner is amazing, but I just like Transformers. Always like Transformers. Oh yes, the Queen Anne named Russell 48 is stunning, isn't it? Oh my God, guys, there is so much stuff going on. And Billy Taylor, guess what? You're getting absolutely put the user in a timeout. There you go, Billy, you've gone. You're in timeout. I'd love to have a drive at the Bluebell Railway. They've got some stunning engines there. Josh, yes, I will be coming to the North Yorkshire Moors Railway again when it opens. I love the North Yorkshire Moors and look forward to it. I prefer vac brakes, given the choice. I really like vacuum brakes. Air-powered, I don't have as much experience with, and vac is just much more simple. I want to do Trento streetcars. They look awesome. Thank you, it's a lovely little steam engine. Critch Tram Museum. Yeah, I would like to do the Tram Museum there. No, don't worry, I've already banned. Well, I've silenced him, and then if he keeps talking, then he'll get banned. Oh, Lincoln. Yes, I would love to have a look at the Lincoln LSE. That sounds awesome. Yes, Josh, definitely coming back to the North Yorkshire Moors. 98 Ford Escort in worst condition. Really? How is that? The Blazer that I drove was absolutely terrible. What is your dream steam? What I'd like to try, I mean, the dream steam engine I'd like to drive not realistically, would be the big boy. Just because, can you imagine just being able to say driven the big boy? And diesel, I'd love to do a Deltic. That would be awesome. I have done Avon Valley several times. I love Avon Valley. It's a lovely, lovely little line. Strasbourg Railway in the USA. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? I would love to go there and take it. I will be doing miniatures as part of Lawrie Goes a Little Loco. I've got a couple lined up already. I think I'll take the Escort. You've got a Mamod as well. Awesome. Oh, well, the Q1 would be amazing because the Q1's gorgeous. Can you drive a loco with its reverser? Depends on the loco and depends where you're running it. But yes. Yes, yeah, you've got some lovely panel. I love 1501 on the Severn Valley. I would love a go on 1501. It's just such a brute of an engine. It's fantastic. Ever look at steam trains? Yes, I know that there were still Garretts running in South Africa. They were stunning. I was in Botswana a couple of years ago. Didn't see the Garretts running, but did see the steam engines they had there, which were awesome. I would like to go back to the Talaclin and drive again. We have been to the Talaclin and driven some things there, which was great fun. Oh yeah, I think everyone has their preferences. This was. I've never considered building one GBC module in Lego. No idea what that is even. Third one, the good train flatbed. Yes, Yes, it is. It's Douglas, isn't it? And it's, yeah, it's lovely. I've seen it. I've been on a cab at Flying Scotsman, but I've never ridden behind it. So I've been on the footplate when it's been in steam. Have you ever had any stationary engines? That's a stationary engine, but never one like that. Yes, I've been to Ireland. I've been to Ireland a couple of times, but not recently. Oh, actually, I did. I went a couple of years ago with JM1 Cars. We went and drove Kias around Ireland, and it was awesome. So I'd like to go back. The Tannock Light Railway and the Cambrian Light. Yes, I'm hoping to do Cambrian at some point in the near future, and sure. The steam car, I've never driven one. Yes, I've got plans to go to Didcot. I really want to go on see the big boy running. I've seen one stationary, never seen it running. How can I afford my vehicles and trips? Because my vehicles are all cheap, and yeah, basically. Yes, I saw Bressingham are going to look. I mean, to be fair, when I was volunteering at Bressingham, when I was about this high, they were looking at steaming it, and so they haven't done it yet. So I'd love to do it. Oh god, yes, I'd love to drive a 7F. That would be amazing. They're great engines. You found a steam engine model in your barn the other week. That's really cool. I have considered building a garden railway. It's not going to happen for a while. Look forward to see. Yeah. Oh, that is a nice place to have a little railway cottage. That's very nice. Yeah, I will be back up at some point. Favourite German engine? Well, it's Kreislock. Kreisloks are fantastic. Well, I have seen a couple of other ones when they've turned up to the Volstein in the past, but Kreisloks are mega. Yes, I am currently talking to various people about American locomotives. It is on the cards. If anybody has American engines and wants to offer them, fantastic. We have American content coming up. As soon as we can leave, this country will be doing it. I have been to Germany. I've been to a couple of museums, but never behind steam there. I have been to what was Germany, but's now Poland, behind what was a German Kreislock, but now a Polish TY52. That's about as close as I've gone. Big boy or Mallard? I'd rather drive an A4, given the choice. I definitely, yes, Dave, we will be coming back to the North Yorkshire Moors when it reopens for one reason or another. I do love it up there. It's a lovely part of the world. If you could own any type of vehicle, but only one, what would you choose? As in, just one vehicle for everything. Probably an MR2. The MR2 is brilliant. Great Ball Great Ball contraptions. Oh, yes, I've seen the videos on those. They look like they have an awesome amount of work that goes into them. A Canadian. I don't know much about Canadian engines apart from the Canadian Museum's got hot. That the Canadian Museum's got the A4 there. Ouch. You can go back there. And that's about all I know about Canada and steam engines. Apart from they're quite big and the Rockies is pretty. That's the other thing I know. Big boy or 9F? Oh, big boy probably. I've got a Mamod TE1 and a TE1A. Close railways I'd like to see reopen. Probably, but I can't think any off the top of my head. I want to try to sleep in a Ford Focus. You can sleep in a Ford Focus, they're big. Compare cares to a thingy. Billy Taylor, this is your last warning. Stop spamming, otherwise you're being banned. Or Billy Naylor, sorry. I say Canada. It's the country of Canada, but you're all Canadians. Oh no, you're Canadian, so you're from Canada. Yeah, Billy is on his last warning, it's fine. Personally, the big boy... The Mallard is beautiful, and it is English, which is the two things I like about it, but the big boy is just a amazing thing. I have slept in steam engines several times. I've been on the footplate overnight looking after engines and dozed off on the footplate. It's lovely. Yes, I do like vintage lorries and buses, and we will have vintage lorries and buses turning up on the channel at some point. Take over Pool... Try over the Pool Park Railway. I don't know which of those. Water collector. I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for asking. Oh, Dun Robin's gorgeous, isn't she? I would love to see Dun Robin back in service. See you later, Jelly. What am I excited to see? The P2, I think. The P2, I'm very, very excited. I hope I've got a semi-truck. My contact over in the States, I hope, has got me a semi. Jamie, yeah, thank you. I think we're all okay. Thank you. No worries. Well, that's good, Chris. Crid. The 4-year-old wants a train set out. That's good. You're teaching them well when they're young. What time travel? What a famous event would I like to with Rainhill Trials? I think that'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? To see the Rainhill Trials. Yeah, Dominion of Canada is the airport in the Canadian Railway Museum, which looked pretty tired. Favourite showman's engine? Lord Mayor. Yes, we'll be sleeping in the cars. You feel sorry for Matt. Have you seen the... I can't sleep in the Moggy. I'm going to die. The International is probably still in the shed, or in the tent, I hope. I do like big American trucks. I think American trucks are awesome. I have never been on the Ravenglass Railway, no. Oops, oh water. It's just... I know Shay engines. I've never seen one operating. I've seen a couple, but I've never seen one work. I really, really, really want to have a go on a Shay. Like, desperate to have a go on a Shay. But I worked in a rail yard, only volunteering and doing shunting on heritage railways. I've never done proper. Okay, see you later, my Tassie. It is raining for me at the moment. I want a replica Optimus Prime. The original Freightliner truck. I want one of those. That's an amazing model. What scale is your model, big boy? I could do a vid about... Oh God almighty, guys. How long was the MIDI? I want to say 19 miles. It ran between Brockford and Laxfield. Not Brockford, sorry. Hawley. And Laxfield. I could take the back seats out of it. Yes, that would make it better. It would make it better. Can you do more Hornby stuff? Yes, there will be more. Well, there's more Model Railway stuff coming full stop, and there's more Hornby stuff. Okay, the Sumter Valley in Oregon. I have never seen that before. Yep, Generation 1 Transformers is my favorite. Although I really did enjoy the IDW comics, kind of based around G1, but a new story. I really enjoyed that. Philip, it's always raining in Ireland. Tips for buying your first Mamod? I would probably buy a Willisco. That's my advice, just because you've got more control over it. Yes, I've been in several steam engine fireboxes. When I fire 92 Squadron at the Neem Valley Railway, to do your checks in the morning, you have to check the fusible plugs, which are lead cord plugs, which will melt if the water gets too low. And to inspect all of them, you need to get inside. Thank you. I do miss out, people. If I have missed your question, guys, just repeat it and I will come back to you. I was talking about doing the Ripples steam crane at some point, and yeah, that's about as far as it's gone. There's one at the Neem Valley as well. At some point I will do a steam crane. It's going to be awesome. That would not be a comfortable way to sleep on the bonnet of it. Wish someone... Oh, it'd be interesting to see a British engine back out in the States, because I mean, you did have a couple. There was Scotsman out there, and then Repton was out there as well for a while, wasn't it? Thank you for the... I'm glad you liked the shirt. Steam... Which is better is a hard question. Which do I prefer is steam. Which is better? Well, diesel, just because you turn up to it and go, and it starts and runs. A 3-rail model, oh, nice. Oh yeah, because we don't really do 3-rail in the UK anymore. I did email Cass and said, hi, I'm Lawrie from Laurie's Mechanical Marvels. Can I drive something? And they kind of went, oh, we know who you are, yeah. And then didn't respond to, can I drive anything? Yeah, I saw it in Shildon when Dominion of Canada turned up, and it was almost in scrap condition. It looked very sorry for itself. I have a contact for a steam car. It's something I've started off and on J1 Cars. He's never done it, so hopefully I will. Hello, Lawrie. I'm called Lawrie. Hello, Lawrie. There's a couple of Lawries with you watching. If fire the steam train next to you. This thing has literally just run, and when it's cold, it will fire up again. I do like big American trucks. American trucks are awesome. I think steampunk over diesel punk. I do quite like steampunk. British engines are able to work on US tracks. Yes, we're the same gauge, although your loading gauge, which is the distance between platforms and how high tunnels are, is much bigger than ours. So your stuff can't run over here because it will hit every platform and hit every bridge, tunnel and everything, but our stuff will go through quite happily. I'd take austerities over an ugly. Although the uglies, I have had to go on ugly, and ugly is awesome. So yes, buying kit's a good idea. 294266 is the superior Ruston. We know that. Hello, Michael Turner. When Scotsman over here, she actually said, yeah, Scotsman had an interesting trip, didn't it? Isaac, I used to like Thomas the Tank, but not so much anymore. Just, yeah. Been sunny in Scotland. Wow. Okay, fair enough. That's a rare one. When I was younger, oh yes, because that's the 9F that's had a million names, isn't it? It was Cock of the North, then something. But yeah, I can't. It's been Cromwell Warrior and various other things, hasn't it? Steam car, it was a Stanley. I can't remember. It was ages ago. I mean, this was organised when I was part of German Cars, and he never kind of organised it. So at some point, we'll sort that out. I can't blow the whistle at the moment because the fire's just gone out. So once it's cooled down a bit, I'll fill it back up and we'll fire it up again and we'll go again. So diesel is superior because it's easier, but I prefer steam engines. I like driving, but firing is an art form. So given the chance, I want to drive something because I want to say I've driven it. But if I'm having a day out, I'd rather fire, especially on a challenging route, because there's nothing as good at the end of the day when you've had a good day firing. You know, if you nailed a day's firing, the feeling of getting off an engine, especially if it's an engine you're not used to, you get in the car at the end of the day and you just go, yeah. Why is it called live steam with live stream too? Because we did live stream with a live stream last week, and this is the second one. We will be going back to the States after everything cools down. So I would love to test an electric tram at the Grich Tramway. Would also love to meet James May. I think we'd get on very well. Yes, the modern series of Thomas the Tank Engine are absolutely awful. I like the original stuff in the books. Hello, it's 3:30 AM in Australia. Wow, I love the fact that you guys are watching us at that time in the morning. That's amazing. I've thought about a steam bicycle, but they're just too clunky for a bike. Steam powered something, sure. Yeah. So I've said this before, and we'll just kind of allude it again. We are repeatedly just amazed by there's so many of you wonderful people watching LMM from all around the world. We never really expected this to go this big, and the fact that you guys are enjoying what we do around the world, it blows our minds every time we sit down and talk about it. Because obviously LMM have frequent meetings and chatting during this time, but we sit there just going, what? The fact that people from Argentina, South Africa, Australia, America, Canada, all over Europe watching, we're like, what's going on? This is mental. So thank you all. You guys are awesome. My favourite steam locomotive is probably PT 4765 or King Haakon, the Norwegian class engine at Bressingham. I think that's gorgeous. Yes, this little thing does have a whistle. It's that thing there, but the whistle is absolutely useless. How's your MR2 going? One of my Turbo MR2 has a load of bits on Matt's MR2, and the other one needs just bits and bobs to pass an MOT. Hello, Ashley. Turtle wax. Did it work? Did you find it in the States? Wow. And did it work? That's brilliant. I'd be so sorry if it didn't work. That'd be terrible. Storm here in Chinley. Watch from the USA. That's mad. I desperately want to do Threatcold, the quarry. It's just... Oh, and they do have a rusting steam truck shovel, don't they? That's awesome. It is a shame that 9Fs aren't allowed on the main line. The flangeless central driver would smash everything to pieces, they worry. I would consider driving a commuter train, like a modern electric thing. Yeah, I'd be up for it. I don't think I'd like it, but I'd be up for it. Thank the Outgrown Quarantine binge watching. How did you get to LMM from nuclear disasters? How? What? I have no idea. Least favourite loco? Anything modern, anything that's an EMU and modern, I just don't like. So, watching from the UK, well, that's pretty exotic. I was watching GM and he said, follow you, and you did. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. That's really nice of you. We are very touched. Okay, that seems to have stopped doing that. I would love to drive a Terrier. I'm hoping to have a Terrier organised later when this all stops. Well, it didn't explode, so that's a good start. Very much hope to do a Terrier. Northern Ireland. Oh, nice. I do have a engine. We have a spare engine. If you're drop us an email. It's in bits, but if you're looking for a spare engine or block, get in contact. Ours is, I think, I don't think it's a Rev thing. I think it's a Rev 2. Yeah, drops a line. The warship style things are like warship things like ships, or do you mean warship locomotives? Because yes to both. Watch it for the Netherlands. Awesome. Holy Grail. I really want a. Is it Alice Chambers? Is that how you pronounce it? I want one of their bees because they look very skeleton-like, and I think they're awesome. Although I would love a Field Marshal, or it's a Dutch Bulldog. I really like it's big single cylinder and massive amount of torque. They're fantastic. Hi, love the videos. Thank you very much, Vintage Tractor Ollie. I've had a couple of rides on Standard 4 tanks, and I would absolutely adore to go out again in the Standard 4 tank. Standard 4 tanks are awesome. They're one of my favourite steam engines. Northern Ireland. Yes, Sean Cook, drop us a line. Like I said, I do have a spare engine kicking around. Anything with the American locomotives? I don't think I had American locos. I just had American wagons. So thank you. I love my engine too. Guys, I am not going to respond to any comments while I'm pouring the still hot water. So you'll just have to talk amongst yourselves for a few moments as I attempt to do this and not spill water over myself. So I know we're almost at 27k. I want to do an S100. Desperate to do an S100. I'm also desperate to do an S160. I feel we need to be a bit bigger, the channel, to do an S160, but I absolutely want to do an S160. They're one of my all-time favourite engines just because they're awesome. Do a bit of American steam in the UK. Probably Great Eastern rather than the M&GN, but I do like the M&GN. Dream locomotive, probably a Barclay. Deutz. Deutz. Is that how I pronounce Deutz? Thanks, Sean. Yeah, drop us a line because I don't think I need it. Matt wants to put it back together again, but I'd rather it goes to somebody that can, restore a car. To be honest, yes, I do like US steam engines. The US Wintershire North. Okay. Nope, no water coming out. Matt's very into. He's tanking. I love your train. Thank you. Yes, I would love to do some British trolley buses. I was talking to the East Anglian Transport Museum at Lowestoft and was hoping that they, I'm kind of talking about doing some stuff, and then COVID happened. And so, so far, nothing. But I'm hoping that after this is over, we'll be able to get back there and do some trams, and I've got some officer trams elsewhere as well, which would be awesome. I live in East Anglia. Fordson Major, yes. Favourite tractor? Probably just the 35. I do like the 35. A Claude, I think. Although I do love the B12. Ever do an LMM steam fair? Maybe, yeah. What's your favourite steam era fallen American railroad? I don't know, in the American railroad. I guess the Age of the Giants, the big boy and stuff. In the UK, it's the big four. Bye, Lawrie. Enjoy your tea, or Pam. We have a place up in the northeast at Locomotive Children. No. Have you headed off to the kits on steep? What? God, that disappeared so quickly. Never mind. I'm just gonna do this while you guys send lots of questions because I can't respond to all of them. I try. I really do try, but I just can't see. This used a lot of water. Like normally with these things, you just top them up a little bit at the end. On the other hand, it is a big boiler and 2 cylinders, and I dribbled water all over the floor. This is a workout, holding a kettle up at this height. Oh, that's water coming out the back. Good. Still not paying. Yep, I was not paying attention, and now I've got a flooded plateau. Hot. What's very impressive is the water out of the kettle is still pretty hot. Yes, I have visited the Llangollen Railway. I'd love to get back there and do some filming there because you've got some lovely engines, particularly Jessie. Jessie's gorgeous. But would love to get back to Llangollen. We have something of that line. Matt is hopefully going to drive something in the future. Oh, so the LMS Princess is lovely. Do like those. See, I like the idea of doing something to a tractor and making it silly, but I don't like the idea of doing it to a really old one. Because like a T20 or something, because I find that a bit kind of travesty to cut up something that's that nice and lovely. Do I need anything to feed what? After stream, look at our private chat. Lovely. that would be lovely. Yes, drop us a line. For those of you who don't know, we have Discord. You can get in contact with the team on Discord or on our website. There is a contact us option, but Discord's pretty good. You can chat to us and other people about things like trains, planes, all those lovely things. So no, don't dribble the methylated spirits on the floor. That would be bad. Just going to move that over there so it doesn't dribble so much on the floor now. Whoops. It's fine. I've got a plan. I know what I'm doing. I am, believe it or not, a competent adult. Okay, I didn't believe it either, but it was worth a try. I did try the lie. Cool. Smell the methylated spirit. So we're going again. Is the engine under the rust in... I know. I don't know which rusting it was. I know that it is not in preservation. That's guys, everything's on fire. Might have gone wrong. That's a lot of fire. It's alright, it's gone out. I have been to Leverton before. If you want our email address, if you look on our website, there's the contact us option, or it's Lawrie at lawriesmechanicalmarvels.com, or have a look in this video description. There is a link to the website, or there's also a link to the Discord. Yes, I have seen the Trevor Thick locomotive. It is a weird thing. I would love to go on that. I'd love to review that. It'd be mental. I am desperate to get Hornby to do a version 1. I want it to work first, and I want to go then. I hope it is not the moment I duck and die. That would be very bad. Yep, I'm a competent adult, and there was fire everywhere. Nobody died, though. Yet. I'm very well, thank you, Mad Train Driver. Yes, as I said earlier in the stream, I was talking to a couple of places before COVID happened about doing some... That was a lot of flame. Not sure if it's meant to be doing that, to be honest. Be honest. Yeah, that's a different bit of fire. Possibly not the best kind of fire. I assume that will sort itself out. But certainly the rubber now will be even more knackered than it was. Well, that's a slightly aggressive fire, isn't it, guys? Yes. To mess with fire before I go back. I like messing with fire, although I am a little bit concerned about the amount of fire. Okay. Well, it's alive again. While the safety valve leaks terribly. So we'll just let it run for a bit and use up some of that excess pressure that it does not need. And now you know, ladies and gentlemen, why they moved away from methylated spirits and went on to actual solid fuel burners, because they don't do this kind of bonkers stuff. Hopefully it's calmed itself down now. That was a less than pleasant experience. So for those of you who wanted to hear the whistle, it does very little. It just goes... Yeah, that's it. That is the whistle. You can just hear it leaking. That's all it does. Right, now we'll slow you back down. Still hot. Go on, you slow down. That's a bit better. Right. I assume, do Willisco not sell you spare parts for their own engines? I assume they do. There we go. I don't know. I assume there's multiple people who will sell you spare parts of steam engines. I guess eBay is a good place to look for spare parts. Do I see the bell on the loco? No bell on this. Nope. That safety valve is spitting though. I would love to get to Boness. Boness would be fantastic. Boness is a wonderful. Oh, kerosene wick. Yeah, one of my my little engine, my tiny Mamod has got a Willisco, a kerosene wick burn. It's very strange. I think, yes, Elliot, I think eBay's a good place. Paper napkin. No, I haven't heard of the hybrid. Soon to feature in What's Not Working Now. Yes, I guess so. As you can see, I need a new safety valve for it. Would you can starting on steam cruise at Whitwell? Yeah, I'd love to do. I did talk when I was up there about being at the steam cruise there, and nothing happened. At least that isn't one of those real steam models that lit house on fire. Yeah, about that. Totally not a real live steam engine with real fire that's totally gone everywhere. Of course not. Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be. King class, because Kings are awesome. I haven't seen the TV show on Brestcom yet. We might do another Lego video in the future, although it would probably be a Patreon only thing. Maybe it's the answer to O-Gauge. You'll have to wait for a couple of episodes of Lawrie Goes Loco and see what happens. Well, Lawrie Goes a Little Loco and see what happens. Put a napkin in the fire. Probably won't help. Yes, I have done Bala Lake. I did it on a gorgeous day in a Volkswagen camper van, and it was stunningly pretty. Did very enjoy that. Did you ever watch this show? I didn't watch Transformers Prime because I watched like the original series. Have you seen a tinplate toy boat driven with steam with no moving parts? Oh, what, the putt-putt boats? Yeah, I had a putt-putt boat. They were awesome. I did enjoy the putt-putt boats. They're very, very cool. Does it burn the roof? Yeah, I do know there's some Barclay 040s in scrap in Scotland. Unfortunately, for last time I checked, the guy wanted them like proper money for them, and they are quite knackered. I love Beamish. I would love to do some filming at Beamish. I really, really want to do. They've got some wonderful. Basically want to review everything at Beamish, trams included. I like how Lawrie has the flammable plastic between the fire and the metal tray. What? What plastic? I did watch some of the Yorkshire Steam Railway, particularly the episode with me in it, because I like that. Putt-putt boats are great. Do you watch Train Truckers? I've never heard of Train Truckers. Favourite model train? Probably the Garrett that Helgen did. That's awesome. Oh yeah, it needs more methylated spirits. I'll just chuck it on top, yeah? I did see Fine Scotsman on its first trip up. I did see that. That was awesome. Please try the Lathamon. I don't even know where the Lathamon Railway Museum is. Where's that? Beamish is amazing. Oh, that's kind of cool, making your own pop-up boat. Are you watching the Steam Train Museum? I haven't watched it yet. I might watch it at some point. I haven't seen it for a bit. What if you place blue water on fire as a test? Oh, yeah. Let's not light up no. No. I'd buy a Barclay if I could buy a Barclay to go with my my Steam thing. That's what I would do because it would be awesome. Yes, that would be really. Pop-up boats you can probably buy on eBay. They're kind of cool. Just a place in Steamtown. Oh yes, yeah, Carltonforth. That was when my my Ruston was at Carltonforth. So you may have well seen my little Ruston parked up somewhere at Carltonforth, Polo Rick. That's where it lived. Yes, I have heard of the Thursford collection. I've never been there, which is tragic because it's not that far away from me. Yes, Scotsman does look nicer without smoke deflectors, but when you're out on the main line with a double chimney, it needs them badly. It's a lovely little engine, isn't it? What loco looks best with what train in your opinion? Well, anything LNER looks good with teaks. Actually, the Norfolk Railway, when they've got the B12 out with the teaks, with the quad set, looks stunning. That's a wonderful thing to behold. The Sandstorm Trolleybus Museum, okay. Yes, I've done Swanage and I've done the Midhants Railway. I like them both a lot. Yes, is Dame Verily a 280 or is it? Yes, or is it a 210? I guess it's 280. I don't think I've seen Dame Verily run, but it's a lovely thing, isn't it? Sure, I'd quite happily volunteer at the MLR, the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. It's a stunning railway. I'd love to do it. Ah, did you not know I was on it? Ah, yes, that was great fun being on the North Yorkshire Moors TV thing. The funnel, steam trains don't have funnels. They've got chimneys, and the chimney doesn't really have anything in it to explode, so that's probably never going to happen. I looked at my copy of Train Simulator to see when I last played it, and it was October 2018, so I haven't played it for a while. Favourite type of coach? I just like Mark 1s. I'd love a Mark 1. I'd love to have like, a Mark 1 and a Barclay, like 2 Mark 1s and a Barclay, just to trundle around with on a private railway. I think that'd be lovely. If you were to start as a volunteer, where would you like to start volunteering in East Anglia? North Norfolk, probably. I do like North Norfolk. Which, what was the series when he actually succeeded in doing the Model Railway Challenge? Because I like that. I thought it was a 210, yeah. I can't search that at the moment. If you send us a private message later, lol, I will have a look at whatever that is. I would love to do filming at both Bure Valley and North Norfolk. Yes, the Bure Valley Railway. Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to go on their 15-inch things. They're great. Oh, I know, right? It'd be lovely to buy a Barry. I mean, there were still 10 Barry engines kicking around for, until I think 3 of them being used at Didcot at the moment. But, you know, the Corbridge Steam Rally, I don't even know where that is, but that sounds good. US trains have funnels. No, ships have funnels. Locomotives have chimneys. Funnels are a long, big thing. But yeah, steam engines have chimneys. You're wrong. So I'll take a smokestack, but funnels are on ships. Vintage Bus Museum. Was it episode 3? Yes, I think it was episode. Yes, I've done the North Norfolk. Oh no, I've not done Sheringham to Cromer yet. No, not done that yet. No, I've not seen the Australian Class 57 locomotive with the condenser and draft blower attached. That sounds mad. I have looked at buses before. I would like to do a bus, to hover bus, but no room at the moment. Yes, I have been to Mid Norfolk. Can your next live stream with live stream be next to a live stream? I don't know if I'd have the internet, but possible. Any external? Claude. I'd love to see a Claude. I think it was episode 3, series 2, episode 3. I think I was on. In terms, the fact there was a device for woodburn locomotives spun the exhaust gases and flung it outside to be caught in the device. What on earth is that? Yeah. But funnels are on ships. I mean, we made steam engines. We get to name what the parts are. It's a chimney. Do you like Duchesses? Yes, Duchesses are great. Have I been to Barrow Hill? Yes, Barrow Hill is awesome. It's so atmospheric. I think, well, admittedly, the last time I was there was for the Fab Four that wasn't. Strumpshaw Rally's quite good. I've been there a couple of times, not for a while. The water size on your championship puts in front of. Nah, it's a chimney. Ships have funnels. Everything else has chimneys. No, I've never driven a broad gauge engine, which is pretty hard to do in the UK. The best steam engine I've ever driven, probably the J94 I drove in Belgium. That austerity was just, so good. It was such a lovely. And the worst, we have a Bagnall at the Mid-Suffolk Light Railway, and when it turned up, it used to do a compression stroke. So it went chuff, 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 chuff. So it's fixed now, but it was bad. Yes, but there's lots of stuff in terms of the tank engine that's not quite right, isn't it? If I ever was going to buy a traction engine, I would buy a full-size one. So I'd want a full-size one. I would love to own King Haakon. That's the engine that I would love to have. I think it'd be great. Ian from Hubnut wants to drive a Deltic. I want to drive a Deltic. Either the engine's far more cute. I'm hoping to get one of them back before the end of the year. I'm hoping to get an MR2 back on the road. Yeah, they're still chimneys that just got spark arresters in them. Those large, yeah, they've got this big spark arresters in the chimney because they clog up, so they need a large area for the draft steel to come through. Yeah, I know it's for sale. I did have a look at how much it was, but it's more money than I've got, and it needs a lot of work. Favorite narrow gauge engine? Probably the Baldwin 460s. I think they're fantastic. Just call it E2 class. Oof. Do you know what? I actually think the 440 American engines, because they're so just so very American. They're just, you know, they're amazing. A bigger steamer and the smallest engine I've worked on. Biggest is PT 4765 because that's huge, and smallest. Oh, smallest steam engine. Well, I've driven the Garretts, the Wells and Woking, which are 10-inch gauge, and I've driven like 5-inch gauge and 3.5-inch gauge. So yeah, steam lorry or steam tractor, traction engine all the way. Yes, although they're restoring the Ivor at Cholsley and Wallingford, aren't they? And it's not going to be Ivor after it's been overhauled. Yeah, I do like Pepsi. Oh, you've got 2 Mamods. Which Mamods have you got, Brian? What happened to Wissington at the Midi? It went back to North Norfolk and it's gone out elsewhere. Yes, I know that they're fundraising for Dame Vera Lynn. They were doing that when I was last there. Oh, well, thank you, Lord Scorrington. Thank you for bringing it back up to 100. I'm loath to double head the Ruston. I know they double headed another one at another railway, and it didn't enjoy it, and it gave it quite some issues. So I've got no plans to do it. I've always done jam first and then cream on top, mainly because you can't spread jam on top of cream. Just doesn't work. What episode of Lawrie goes located? Talaclin was very good fun. That was very, very good fun. Hello, Lou Genius. The Brave Little Toaster. Yes, I have heard about that. Yes, I have seen it. When we see my Ruston, when I can get back to it, it will be featuring in a couple of videos coming up. So when I can get back to it, I can't touch it at the moment. What vehicle will you take to? I don't know. Probably an MR2 if it works. See you later, Alan. Oh, is that that's the Caterpillar track things? Yeah. Yes, I have seen that thing. I would love to drive it because it's awesome. No. Oh, do you go cream first and then jam? No, I like to spread the jam and then put a nice big dollop of cream on top. Yes. Oh, yes, I remember that episode. Wissington should be coming back to traffic again. Yes, it went in for its tyres to be done, didn't it? And then they went, oh, we'll do the boiler at the same time. Vehicle I take to the North Yorkshire Moors, probably be an MR2 if it works. Transmission systems. I've only driven diesel mechanical and diesel hydraulic. I've not done diesel electric yet. Diesel hydraulic's a lot smoother. Diesel mechanical is just rough. We hope we're going to do Lemons 2020. There is a plan for Lemons 2021 as well. Hopefully Lawrie Goes Loco will be this week, this Thursday coming. It was meant to be this Thursday, but I still didn't have permission. The video that was meant to come out last month, I still don't have permission to release. So I'm hoping we'll get permission to do it again, but I don't know at the moment. Odd. It's not a train, it's a stationary engine. Oh, the tyres and bearings. Yeah, I know the tyres, but didn't realise it was bearings as well. Devon, cream first. I'll take your word for it. Mechanical and hydraulic. Yeah, it's mechanical. Really don't like double heading, so I don't plan to double head the Ruston unless it's with some other Ruston 48s. 5 Mamod stationary engines and a Mamod SE3 stationary engine. Oh, you've got a good collection there, Nikki. That's a good collection. Oh, you got SE3 as well. That's very good. When will the Ruston? I can't. The railway's closed, so I can't get to the railway at the moment. I need to pull the starter off, so it will pull up when I do that. Ever spun out on the road? No, not yet. Any locomotive in preservation, what would it be? Do you know what? I'd probably do the Q1. No, the V2. The V2. Definitely the V2. Would love the V2. To work on a YouTube video. Oh, fair enough. Enjoy the editing process. Isn't it great fun? And hello to the Netherlands. I didn't know Mamod did batteries. Restoring a steam engine that was pulled out of Loch Ness. Really? Wow, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, it is a nice little thing. It makes a nice chuff, chuff, chuff. As far as I know, with Gresley, it will be returning to the moors for various dates, but it won't be full time there. Can you steam the other majors as well? Seems to be running out. I could do, but that would mean leaving the stream. So we're just going to light this one up again afterwards and hope it doesn't set fire to everything this time. You could leave the rest in neutral, yeah, but you're speeding the gearbox up because they don't want to go over speed. They're only meant to do 9 mile hours at top whack, so I don't want to risk it. Yes, I'm planning to get more Hornby trains. That will have. I used to prefer Bachmann, although Hornby have really leapt forward in the last few years and have produced stuff that I'm interested in, like small engines. So at the moment, Hornby. I want a Hornby Ruston 4080S, but I'm waiting for them to produce my one. I would love to take my Ruston to Whitwell for a gala. Yeah, if that was on the cards, yeah. It doesn't cost much to move, so yeah, I'd love to take it up there. Oh, I missed the butter. Oh, that was a bad step to miss on it, wasn't it? Hi from Louisiana. Nice. That's awesome. My Moggy is 1960 something. 68, 69? It's a late one. Have you heard about and seen the game, Siren Head? No idea. I'm most excited for the P2. The P2 is awesome. So, yeah, hoping. Mamod built 2 battery locos, one stronger. Did not know Mamod make battery engines. I knew they did steam. It was quite fiery before, Jack. It was pretty fiery before. It was interesting. I think, now, are we talking Lima American, like full-size locos from Lima Works, or are we talking Italian Lima who make model engines? Is the traction engine going to Willisco? Oh yeah, the Willisco engines are great. They run so slowly. No, I've never had to go with Hornby Live. I've seen various videos of it. It looks interesting. I hear it's quite hard to control. Fitchburg USA, this is mental. I really, yes, some of the Oxford Rail stuff is fantastic. And yeah, Depot, I really want to go with, right, I call it Depot, but I believe you want to call it Depot, but I'm calling it Depot. I really, the little O4Os they've done, the B4 class, yes, they're mega. Oh yes, I know they're going to make a V3 and a V4, aren't they? That's what they're planning to do. What's your favourite YouTube channel? Lawrie's Mechanical Marvels, obviously. I keep missing stuff. Wow, so many things. What's the first loco you drove, and how many times you've driven that loco since? I'm not sure. There's a simple answer. It was, I think, Thomas at the at Bressingham. I got to go on the regulator off, but I'm not sure which Thomas it was. If it's 54 that comes from the East Anglian Rail Museum, many times. If it was a different one, I haven't driven it since. NRS 107 in Holland. I will have a gander. Have you been to... I've never done Worley at the NEC. I've never done it. Lawrie, what would win in a drag between the Mamods go much faster than a Willisco, like majorly fast. I've seen the Oxford Rail railway cannons. They look amazing. Lima model trains, they're built like tanks. Lima model stuff is brilliant. They're not that well detailed comparatively to what Hornby are doing, but they just run very well and just keep on running. I have the older Hornby B12, not the brand new one. JM1 Cars is my favourite other YouTube channel. Also, Furious Driving, really like Furious Driving, and Hubnut, they're my favourites. Yes, Tom Wood, I believe that's about the same. I made gas-powered engines. I've seen you can get gas for them, but I don't really know. Never really used gas on ours. K2's painted to operate the stick-heavy reverse. Oh, really? What was the 350 horsepower diesel shunter, Stephen? Ooh, I'd be interested. Full-size EMD engine, yes. Cat likes to see when you want to away. Cats like to sit everywhere, but they're in the way, don't they? It's just what they do. After the stream, go to YouTube. We don't really do reaction videos. It's come out lovely here. It stopped raining, the sun's out, birds are singing. It's quite nice. Oh, you did an 08. I do want to do an 08. Yes, really do want an 08. Yes, I have tried the rest. Matt isn't opposed to it. Morgan just makes that face he makes when he's really unhappy and unimpressed, and Trev's up for the idea of it, and Jeffrey has done a couple of things, and that's about it. What are we talking about, the K2? I don't know. Modern, yes, there's the new ones, aren't there? The new Mamods have a double cylinder. I've not tried one of the new Mamods. No, I've never done the Lincolnshire Wolds, although they did have Wissington. They look very pretty, but that's it. I only have metal pets like this one. I probably won't do the reaction video because we don't really do that kind of stuff. I might do it as a Patreon stuff, I suppose. I do love 08s. I desperately have a go on one because they're awesome. Nope, no idea who took the plate. Very annoyed that they took my number plate, but don't know where it's gone. I do Pepsi Choice New Generation. I'd take a Koppenberg over a Pepsi. Yes, I played Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator is weird. Yeah, somebody took my number plate off the back of my NX. They screws were still there, so it didn't fall off. Just somebody removed it. I would like to do the 08. I would like to do an 08. So I can fire up the steam engines again. Yes. I do like Viking. I never kind of thought, when I saw it in the scrapyard, I never thought for a second I was going to be able to rescue it, but that's awesome. At the LWR, which is links to what other got a... There's 08s everywhere, to be honest. I would like a go, I want to go with one. I don't know who disliked it. There's always someone who dislikes stuff. I would love to drive a Class 40. 40s are awesome. Oh, I bought a new number plate. It's fine. Reported it to the police and said it's gone missing and bought a new one. Well, steam trains lasted quite a long time in the UK. A lot of them came out of Barry. So there was a scrapyard in Wales where a lot of steam engines went, and Di Woodman, who owned it, started cutting up wagons first, because he could cut up a lot of wagons and make more room for more steam engines to cut up in the future, which gave preservation movement time to go, ooh, let's save these. So a lot of steam engines came out of Barry, and then a lot of our small engines were still used by the National Coal Board, and they're still using steam. And way up to like the 70s. And so a lot of engines came out of the National Coal Board. They were knackered, but yeah. And the British had just always loved old things. So that's the basic thing of it. You might need to give it a service. It might need some emery paper between the cylinder and the face, or a new cylinder. It sounds like the cylinder, if it doesn't want to go. Oh, I haven't played Gary's mod in maybe a decade. Like, used to play it, but never any good at it. But used to play it with my friends. Driven the 08 at Formula 1. Oh god, I think the answer to it, would I drive it if I had the chance, is yes to pretty much anything. I don't understand. I mean, there's only like 20 of the NXs, like my NX, still on the road. I don't understand why it will happen. There you go, steam lost to 1980s industrial use. There you go. Yes, well, I have at least told the police, so I can be like, yeah, not me. I don't know how many 08s were made. Quite a few though, yeah? Would it be over if the National Coal Board used electric? Oh, they used diesel electric after the steam happened. Get a ride on Million Pulley Swap it. We did look at doing lawnmower racing, but it's such a series of racing. It's so strict what you can do with it that we decided not to bother it. Steam in the the 08's interesting drive from 2000. Oh yes, I would love to go on the Fireless up there. It's that set. Oh, what's the museum called now? It used to be the, I can't think what it's called now, but yes, I'd love the fact they overhauled a Fireless. We don't have an 08 at the MSLR. The MSLR only has engines and stock built before 1952 when the railway closed, and stuff that is appropriate for the Mid-Suffolk Light Railway, and an 08 is not. Beta train chassis on Gmod once, it almost worked. Lovely. Oh yeah, I played Mario Brothers on the SNES. That's how old I am. Would you ever super modern mobility scooter? Probably not. That's just too much effort and not enough enjoyment out of it. See you later, Evan the train lover. I can't drive for local shares. Yeah, fair enough. Being on the footplate is good though. When will you start the steam engine? Well, it's just run twice and just letting it cool down again before I think about lighting up again. Yes, it was a very bad bit of vandalism, wasn't it, on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway? That was bad. Least favourite locomotive livery. I don't know. Would I drive a Pacer? Yeah, I'd love to drive a Pacer actually. Really would love to drive a Pacer. The MSLR extension is, nothing's happening at the moment. Yeah, basically. And there wasn't, money was kind of building up to do it, and now the railway's not open. So yeah, basically. I have been on the footplate of a 9F, but not when it's doing anything. So I've been on it. Yeah, I don't know. Took a few H's to the scrapyard. Oh, really? That's kind of cool. Oh, the Toyota Serra has the amazing doors, doesn't it? And the amazing windscreen. I'd want a Serra. They are mega cool. The NX didn't really have rivals, did it? Because it's so weird. I mean, it's just strange, isn't it? The O8s are perfect shunters. They're great engines. They're really good engines. Where did that go? Yeah. I know, almost 27k. It's amazing. We have no idea how we're getting this big. It's amazing. Train fare. Netflix. I have no idea. I have not seen Snowpiercer. I don't have Netflix. I don't really watch TV. Most of my life is just kind of taken up with kind of doing stuff for you guys, you know, making films and things. Favorite and least favorite engine. My favorite is either the V2 Green Arrow, King Hakon, which I really like King Hakon, or a Barclay. I do like little Barclays. And least favourite, an EMU of some type. Oh, the gas turbine thing. Yes, I have seen that thing. It's gorgeous. Anything from Barry, really. I'd love to save it. I would like that. I haven't played Train Sim in like 2 years. Oh, the Omaha. Yeah, I saw Omaha. I didn't think I was going to like it in red, but when I saw it in the flesh, I was like, yes, that's stunning. I think I paid about 50 quid for this. So yes, I would. Wow, can you imagine us being at 1 million subs? I have done the Isle of Wight Steam Railway. It's awesome. Ah, good work taking the Super Major apart. Good work. I've never driven a 37. I don't even think I've been in the cab of it. I don't think I did that. Yeah, Alistair Short. They had 2 days, didn't they? They had vandalism 2 days on the trot, which was absolutely terrible. Why don't I repaint a Hornby Ruston? Because I want them to make my one. Yes, I've heard about the Derail Valley. At some point, I might check it out. At the moment, no. Oh, Axe is... Yeah, I've seen Axe running at the LMB several times. I like that. In fact, I met the owner of it. Pretty sure I met the owner of it. Hopefully that's something that might happen in the future. I've got a MF165 to service. I'll enjoy that, Ollie. Favourite narrow gauge livery? Southern. Actually, no, British Railway Blue, because it looks so weird. Choose one engine to own. A Barclay. As in one full stop. Like, so I wouldn't get rid of 294, 266. I'd keep my Ruston. But one engine that I could own in the future, yeah, I'd have a Barclay. I was looking at a Ruston. So it was certainly going to be a Ruston 48. That's what I wanted to buy. So I'd looked at several of them and inquired about several of them until I got my one. So yeah, it was going to be a Ruston 48 or something along that size. Maybe a Planet or something. Never played Animal Crossing. The Dutch NX. I don't even know what that is. 2 questions there. That's what the shade of green used. I can't remember what the shade of green was got, and the wheelbase is tiny. That's what I know it is. Hello, Epic Gamer. Yes, I have been to Midhants. I like Midhants. It's very nice. I love being pulling over at the side of the road and watching things go over the Alps. It's awesome. Ah, excellent. I need to get a photo of that, I think. I don't think I've managed to do that yet. If we got you to 250k, so we're clean. Okay. 250k would be a lovely place to be. Yeah, that would. I mean, we'd be very excited to hit 100k. To be honest, we'd be very, very excited. But 250k, I mean, yeah. Then we would be. I mean, if we got to 250k, we'd be doing this full time and making more content for you guys and doing like more silly adventures and more train stuff. So yeah, it could happen, couldn't it? What's your favourite triangle lorry? Favourite triangle loco? Do you mean tri-lang? Probably. I actually really like the 37 they did, because the 37 was great for the time. Day in the life of a single man. I quite enjoy. I've done a couple of days in the box at Wansford on the Nene Valley Railway, and I've quite enjoyed that. But it's not something I would like. I'd prefer, given the choice, considering it takes me about 2 hours to get to the Nene Valley Railway. I would prefer to spend a day on the footplate than in the signal box. Favourite cheese? I'll come back to you on that one. Think about it. Nice. That's cool. Oh, the Trying Southern Electric Unit. They're quite rare, aren't they? It's been an hour already. I do apologise for wasting an hour of your time. That's terrible, isn't it? If they do use it, I mean, the thing is, the Pleat is a an NX100. There aren't many of them around. It's kind of, if it comes up and it's like a blue NX100 and it's not, they'll be like, that's strange. Morgan currently has broken all of the Lemons rules. It doesn't work. Although it only cost him £500 to purchase it, he then has to pay to get it home. So it's already over. It doesn't run, which is the main rule, because I broke that the last time. And I can't remember what the other rule is, but it's yeah, it's bad. Oh, and the engine's too big. It's meant to be under 1.6, and he's a 1. I can't remember. The engine's too big anyway. God, can you imagine us being 1 million subscribers? I don't think that would ever happen. I do have a blue Pullman. Oh, that's why it was all flamey last time, because the water dribbled into it. My bad. I'm always hungry. I never got to see Line and Steam, sadly, no. Favourite livery of the Ruston? I quite like the green one that mine's in. I do love the idea of putting it into Intercity livery. I think that'd be hilarious. Intercity Swallow livery. I think that would be just so amusing. Oh, is that the... Oh, no, I don't think I have been to TMC at Goathland. Does it matter the outside of the burners? No, not really. It's gone black over time. No one else in the shed is into trains. The only person in a part of LMM who's into trains is Ben, who comes with me and does my filming. Oh, thank you. I really enjoyed doing the Ruston 88. The Ruston 88 was a lovely video to do. If you guys get the opportunity to do the Derwent Valley Railway near York, if you're going to the National Rail Museum, the Derwent Valley Railway is just outside York. Well worth a visit. They're really nice people. Well worth a visit. God, bloody hell. That smells. Oh, strong. Methylated spirits has a particular smell to it. It's quite a... Yes, no material for Morgan's Sphere. I don't know when it was last on the road. It might need an MOT to get back on. Cut your hair off at 100k? Probably not. I mean, I have cut my hair and donated it before, so it could happen. Oops, that went very wrong. Oh yeah, that was very bad. That went very wrong, didn't it? Dropped the burner. Oh well. It's on fire now. Fire happened. I think the worst thing I've eaten in my time or drunk so far was diesel. When we were trying to bleed up the the Dennis, fire up, get Jupiter, and got a mouthful of diesel, and that was very unpleasant. Oh, okay, I didn't know. Oh yes, no, I do know where the shop is. Yes, we were meant to go to it, but we were busy taking pictures of. It's up the hill, isn't it? Yeah, I know where it is. We were going to go to it, and then we started taking pictures, and that was basically the end of that plan. I like Great Eastern Blue. Great Eastern Blue is awesome. Do you have a special hands? Pretty good, to be honest. I've been on steam engines for many years. We use DaVinci. DaVinci Resolve is what we use for editing, which is pretty good. Yeah, that's it. We did see it. We thought about going, but yeah, not done it yet, basically. Stain that. I've been to the Great Central Railway several times, yeah. Hoping to do a Sentinel in the future. Got a couple lined up. So hopefully we'll do a Sentinel in the future. Hopefully. Whether or not it happens remains to be seen. But don't know. Probably. Wow. I've actually caught up with the chat for once. Again, guys, if I've missed your comments so far, do repeat them, because I can't keep up with the speed at which it's flashing through when all you guys are typing. an 08 will win easily. Oh, the 04, I like the 04. Mouthful of paraffin is not nice though, I know that much. Yeah, DaVinci, we do have problems with DaVinci rendering. We've had lots of problems with DaVinci rendering. Yes, the video with the handcart is the Great Bush Railway at Tinkers Park. They open for 3 events a year, and you can find their website. The link to the website should be in the video description. If not, it's Tinkers Park. Oh, hello! Hello to Karen from Maldigham. Thank you for being so good to us when we visited. We had a lovely time and look forward to getting back out to Maldigham. The worst car I ever owned was a Austin Mini Metro. It was terrible. It was just rotten. The T1 Trust, I think it's interesting. I think they're putting too much on trying to make it beat Mallard's record. I think they are just concentrating on that a little bit too much. And not having its own merits at doing other things. So yeah, I could go get Jupiter, but it's got no fuel line on it at the moment, so that will be useless. Are you going to paint the bonnet of my Morris? I don't know. I was going to, but it's grown on me at the moment. Because it's been lowered as well, I kind of like the look it's going for. I used to prefer Bachmann. Currently, I prefer Hornby. Yes, I love the sound it makes. It's a lovely. You actually get it to go chuk 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 chuk. It's lovely, isn't it? Yes, people do frequently comment about the excessive movement that I do when I gesture things and hear like comments about taking off. Do you know what? I would love a Class 20. It's about the biggest locomotive I'd ever consider actually owning. I think 20s are fantastic. I mean, I've got a tractor from that 1960 something. That's when the 35 came from. So I would like more vintage vehicles. Yeah. Avon the Tram? Or Avon the Little Engine. I am desperate to do Avon. That is a fantastic engine. She's so cute. I really, really, really want to do it. Yes, as Meta does have an invisible flame, it's very true. I'm hoping that Avon will be back in service when we actually eventually get back to Maldigham, because I'm desperate to do it. I don't think Piglet's Loco's for sale. He's put an awful lot of time and effort into that, although I do like the trams. We have a Class 125 A-Class. Did that just move on its own accord? It did. Go on. Look at that. Is that brilliant? Tuk, 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 tuk. Now, I wanted one of these models for years and years. I think they're fantastic. I've had a quick go in Kia's fully electric car. When will the Element coaches be done by Dapol? Whenever I order them. So so for those of you who don't know, LMM are looking at commissioning our own 00 gauge wagon. So if you're interested, it's something that will be happening in the future. But yeah, we'll be having 00 LMM branded 00 gauge wagons. So if you guys are interested, that's hot. It will be happening in the future. Yes, I'm sure Piglet loves her too much to sell her. I don't think I'd want to take it away from him. He's put so much effort into that, it's unreal. There we go. The Supra still exists, and that's about it for the Supra news. We'll do something with it in the future. It's not on the agenda at the moment. We've got too many other projects, and I don't want to take anything else apart until we fix that, really. Oh, the stream froze for you. Stream looks okay for me. Yeah, we will be a big announcement when everything's organised for the wagons, and inviting people to pre-order them. Lawrie's Little Loco is out tomorrow. It's annoying when they don't run without the drive band. It might need emery paper on the face, or it might need a new cylinder. Patreons will get an advance notice when they're coming out, so they can put a pre-order in first. What did you use to have 2 fire engines? I do have 2 fire engines. They're still there. I just don't have them. It's a lovely thing, isn't it? When you're just ticking over, it runs so beautifully, this thing. What steam oil is it? I can't remember. It's just model steam engine oil. Fred the locomotive is safe to scrap lots. Oh, Fred. I love Fred as well. I'm desperate to have gone Fred. The engines you've got there are fantastic. I'm so excited to get back out and have another go. Yes, I've got a, not a lamp off a steam loco, but off a train. I've got a guard's lamp. I don't think I'd actually want to touch a Lambo because it costs so much money. Yes, I own a Mamod T1A and a Mamod TE1. No other pets apart from steam engines. I've got no interest in getting a Hornby Pacer, but I'd like to drive the real one. Yeah, I've got nowhere to put a Mark II, nor do I have that much money spare. Flying Scotsman, because it's the only A3 that's left, and there's a load of A4s. Biggest piece of equipment. Probably PT4765. That's a big engine. It's the biggest engine I've been on, so that's the biggest thing. 1.5 fire engines, yeah, it's a bit less. It's not even a half, like there's a bit missing on it. He's done very well with Lucy though, she looks gorgeous. He's done such a good job on that, I can't wait to see it running. This is the best thing about the SE3, it's just the fact it would just do this and go chuck, 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 chuck. Isn't it gorgeous? I do want to get one of the, I looked the other day about buying one of the Willisco twin cylinder things, and they're so much money. They're ridiculous money. I mean, these are running quite well, considering it's a 70-year-old, well, potentially 60-year-old. Oh, my tummy rumbled. Because I feel we might get in trouble with copyright. I mean, to be honest, the fact that there's 2 B1s is pretty good. I like B1s. The JCB thing, you mean Viking, the Massey Ferguson 40? Yeah, we're working on it. Well, we were working on it. It's in bits. My loco is in pieces. The chassis is in 1 bit, but everything else is off. The boiler's off because the boiler's knackered. So a southern heat. Yes, actually that is. Steam heat van is far more ideal than a Mark II, and 500 quid's good money. Favourite Thomas character? Gordon. Yeah, I donated my hair to be made into wigs for children with cancer. And it's getting to the length again that I will probably look at doing a fundraiser when it happens next time. Yeah, the thing is though that there's only one A3, so that makes sense to run it, whereas we see other A4s, there's, you know, there was at one point there were 3 of them in ticket altogether, and Hamilton, well, the same thing. There's loads of Pacers around. I wouldn't buy a Pacer because there's enough Pacers. I would, however, buy a 153 or 156. Yeah, hopefully I've got some bits turning up for the digger, but where they are at the moment I don't know. Oh yeah, the Ruston will fire up again, it's just we need to look at the starter and do some work on that. I changed my chat. Having a username that makes sense does make a big difference. A B1 double fairly in train sim, okay. Keep the oil. Oops, spilled the oil everywhere. McDonald's, Burger King, a roast every time, although I do like a Burger King. Because Gordon was the best, he was an A3. I do want to get to the Wensdale Railway, that's a very pretty line. LMS Jubilees are gorgeous. Yes, it's the same class. We've got 2525, I'm not sure what number Lucy is, but yeah, it's the same thing. Hello Damien. The Union of South Africa gone into preservation? Well, she was already in preservation. So, yes. I think the V2 should be done. Scotsman has done an awful lot of good for the railway fraternity because so many people know about it. The Woodland Owl was a YouTube channel I had. I haven't done anything with it in forever. Oh, of course I read the Thomas the Tank Engine books. I grew up with the Thomas the Tank Engine books. What do you like on steam engines? I don't know, I like the fact that the steam engines are alive. I do, oh, that's a hard question. I think I like Manning Wardles though, because they're strange. That was kind of after Thomas and the Magic Railroad kind of came out after I was kind of grown up, so I don't really know anything about it. So, sorry, see you later, Epic Gamer. Well, I have no idea. Probably not in the way things go. B1 because it pulled drive, no 10, okay. That's bad times. I mean, it depends where we start looking, doesn't it? Because if you look at the original illustrations, they're a bit iffy, and then the original models on the TV shows, well, they're a bit iffy. So yeah, yes, yes, it's the Mamod Mine 2 and the other one's Miner 1. Yeah, I didn't realise they were that old. I looked at them the other day. They when I was researching them, they were really old. Video you and Jay sitting in the car. So, I will certainly go out to the moors again, and I'm quite happy to sleep in the car again, but I will take a bigger car. I will not do it in the 106. A, because I have bigger cars now to do the journey. Even the NX isn't that bad. I've slept in the NX a couple of times, and that's not too bad, but never in the 106 again. For two of us, that was terrible. No, South Africa is at the East Lancs Railways at the moment, and is going to be running there for a while. The NRM keep talking about doing Green Arrow. I'm excited if they do it. I quite liked 8 Famous Engines, I think. Very extinct locomotive. The Fowler 2F dock tanks, I think they're great. It's not happening at the moment, is it? Because his permission was refused for his museum. So currently it's all up in the air where she's going to go. I'm sure I'd have a furnace engine on if it happened, but it's not going to happen, is it? Take the 35 in the caravan. That would take a very long time, but yes. Oh yes, the Vale of Rydal Railway, those engines are gorgeous. I want to get back there and actually review one properly because they're fantastic. Quite into Steam because of you. Nice! That's awesome, Claude. That's one. The Willisco steam rollers are lovely. I just said favourite extinct engine. Yeah, it's the Fowler 2F dock tanks. I think they're great. Oh no, or the LNER Great Eastern Tram engines. They're fantastic. Modify my material. Have you? Oh, I'm class 2 and I've had my licence for must be 4 years now because I got it when I bought Jupiter. I had to buy it because I needed Jupiter. See you later, Isaac. Edward. Thank you. I think it's a lovely stationary engine, isn't it? She ticks over really nicely. In a Porsche tractor and a caravan. Yep, that's a good plan. I'd like to. The 207 is slightly bigger, and if it's just you on your own, it's not so bad. Would you have a London transport? Oh, L92 is gorgeous. I love L92. I want to drive L92. I want to review it. I think it looks gorgeous in that livery. It's in a series of Land Rover and 2K. Oh, sitting up is never a good way to sleep. That was the problem with the 106. We slept in other stuff where you can lie down, and that's not so bad. Any preference when it comes to running locus on my layout? Not really. I tend to like running stuff that looks right with the stock. But I tend to just try and run stuff in preservation because it's easiest. I don't have a drive belt on this one because you have to disassemble it slightly to put one on. I've done some metal detecting when I was filming The Detectorists, so I did a bit then. How are you so lucky? Driving alley. Driving alley? I have no idea how I'm so lucky. Driving alley. What's this alley? Oh, all the engines. I've just been lucky. I volunteer at a couple of railways and people seem to enjoy me on YouTube. The A3 is a better engine than a Claude, although I would dearly, dearly love to see a Claude. So, either. Touch motor. Oh, this. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you could. I guess you could charge your phone with it, but yes. It's a lovely bit of the moors, though, isn't it? W1. Yeah, the W1. The Hush Hush is fantastic. Was fantastic. I've looked at it. It's not something I'm going to do at the moment, building my own steam engine. Probably Prince, because I love the story. I've always dreamed of finding an engine, so that was my favourite. I might take the NX, we might take the NR2, I might take something else. I haven't decided yet, depends what's working. She'll power a lot of stuff. It's fairly powerful with the 2 cylinders, so whatever you really fancy, really. My overall most wanted thing. Barclay, probably. Like, hello, Rasek. I'm good, deer. We'll do that. Oh, well, yeah, I'd love to do the crab. I'd love to do one of the crabs. 1300's not going to run though, is it? But the one they got to East Lancs, I would love to do. I have run a generator with this before and generated electricity with, actually no, with the Miner 2, and I've got a little grinder I've run with it. Oh yeah, I was very happy to see Jupiter doing something. I quite like the Baby Delta project. It's nice to see a diesel being recreated. I love Tornado in BR Blue. It looks stunning. We might stay in there, or we might just camp out in the car again because it was quite good fun. How many 1.8 in railroads have you been to? Sorry, Solus? I don't understand. The SE3, they make other ones, don't they? They make the SP6, wasn't it? Or SP5 was a twin cylinder, and then there's the MP6. Would performance upgrades on the car? Yeah, probably. We're talking about making motorhomes, like converting a car to sleep in. We're talking about doing something like that in the future, but probably not caravans. I have a couple of things that I could run on it, but I'm not getting at the moment. Yes, I mean, to be fair, I have now been volunteering at Mid-Suffolk for something like 14 years, and so I've been on the footplate for a long time, so that does help. Oh yeah, God, I'd love to do the V4. V4 is a stunning engine, so I'm really excited to see that. I'm working Transformers in Bamborough. I want to get brass to. Oh yeah. I quite like the brass ones, but as you see, they tarnish, so I prefer. Solaris, you're going to have to re-ask your question, Solaris, because I've totally forgotten what it was. I quite like the two-tone green. I love the two-tone green on diesels. The video you reviewed the Great Western pannier tank. Oh, it wasn't a pannier. She's a saddle tank, 813, but it is green, is it? Matt loves Jimneys. We might see one on the channel at some point. Tornado Center Support Coach. Oh, did you? That's very nice to take Tornado. Oh, 2MT or a Barclay. If money was no object, a 2MT. As I'm going to have to finance it, a Barclay. Because realistically, I would not have the money to look after a 2MT on my own. So, yeah. Yeah, Suzuki are very good. We're big fans of Suzuki. If your chat froze, I suggest refreshing. The big boy is amazing, and I love the fact that Union Pacific decided they'd overhaul one. That's just fantastic. Good job on them. I've got no desire to get a Land Rover at the moment. What's your favourite steam engine that you own? Probably the Willisco. The Willisco is pretty good. This thing's pretty nice as well, but hot. That's still quite hot. Oh, look at that go. Oh, look at that. Oh, it stopped. It's doing so well as well. Makes you feel a bit more proper when you're actually filling up the oil reservoirs as well. You know, feel like you're doing something. There we go, just let it tick over for a bit. Oh, I missed some stuff. Digger or Jeb? I love Viking because you guys bought it for me. So, and that's why she takes preference. I think it's fantastic. Favourite loco to safe parks inside? Barclay. Again, I love Barclays. Celebrity. James May. I think James May would be. I think we'd get on very well. Oh, you've got it in Jurassic Park livery. That's kind of cool. Or Jurassic World livery. Yes, that's very cool. I think the Honda because the Berlingos are horrendous. Most powerful steam locomotive ever made. It's a Great West. No, American. Can't remember what it is, but it's not the big boy. Burger. We do have a dehumidifier somewhere. Thank you. I'm glad you like seeing them. Right, it's quite nice to do something with them. Most of them haven't been done anything for years because we do other stuff. It does sound really nice, doesn't it? As you go tuff 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 tuff. I would love to do something. The problem with doing things with bigger railways is it's much harder because there's much more to try and organise. We're able to work with smaller railways at the moment. I would love to do something with North Yorkshire Moors, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think me and James May would get on. Yes, I would consider trying to restore one. Yeah, I would. Well, yes, we have talked about doing green laning. Hopefully it was something that will happen in the future. Yeah, she drinks oil. The oil will just go straight and then straight out the cylinder. It's just what it does. Oh god, yeah, I'd love to do the J13. It's gorgeous. J13. I'm thinking the J52. Yeah, J13 is that is the J52, right? I think. Who is the best cook in the team? Matt's a pretty mean cook. He does amazing stuff for barbecues. I think that could be the Y38. Is that the really big, heavy duty, like stupid thing? Quads would be quite good fun, but we need somewhere to muck around with them. That's the problem. I have not been keeping updated with the rebuilding of NCN ST576. No idea. Oh, case traction edges. Cases are quite nice. Yeah, although it is nice to be able to see because it wasn't in streamlined condition, was it? And they did it a while ago. Oh, hello, Ed. I like the BR Green Deltics. I do like the prototype livery. I think that's good. Oh, Henry Oakley was at Bressingham for ages, and I do like that. I think that's very good. I do think it's very nice. Yeah, the motorhome based on the Honda. I don't like the Berlingo. The Berlingo's horrid. So probably the Honda. I think everybody likes Mr. Bean. I grew up with Mr. Bean. After this, look at your phone. Something components you love and tractors. Oh, Ollie, you know that's going to be dangerous. Oh, thank you. That's thanks, Nikki. Ollie, who's above you in the comments, he was the one who managed to organise that for me because that was very good. Yes, the 282 mallet. Yes. Oh, I didn't know one still survives. I wouldn't trade my Ruston if it wasn't. If it hadn't been Sir William's, then I might be considering trading it. But because considering Sir William, I got to meet Sir William. He took a liking to me, and I bought it off him. And then Lady McAlpine allowed me to name it after him. It's just, no, she's never going anywhere. I am so honoured to have that locomotive and to have the connection to Sir William. Sir William was my hero growing up, and to be able to meet him, deal with him, and buy the loco, it's fantastic. Everything about that is fantastic. It just happened at the right time. That went weird, and I don't know why it went weird. It's back. I don't know what happened, but it stopped. It does it occasionally. And it's back. Yes, don't know what happened. It happened. Yes, I know, because it died. Yes, my favourite quote about Sir William is, he says, there were 3 reasons not to buy Flying Scotsman. Number 1, I already owned Pendennis Castle. Number 2, steam was banned from running on the main line in the UK. And number 3, it was in America. But it is a wonderful piece of British engineering. And I like that. I like driving locomotives, but the art form is firing. So given the choice of driving something new, I'd like to drive something new on a day out on a big engine. I really like to fire. So firing is an art form. Love firing. Miniatures are good fun, but I like full size. How would you like to come on a Mr. B in the south of France in 2020? We'd love to go on a rally holiday to the south of France in 2020. Tell us more. That sounds hilarious. Do you like the Manning Wardwell's 262 tank engine? Yes. Viking, yes. I've got some bits turning up for Viking, and Ash has got the steering off, was the last thing he did. So Viking should be on the road. As soon as we can get back up the shed, basically, we'll be working on Viking, getting onto the road. It should be if we can get back up there soon, it will be back on the road this year. If I could have, would I bought tennis castles? Yes, of course. Castles are lovely. I have a few quads, so in the train. Oh, fair enough. Well, we'll wave. We'll wave at you on your quads. Hello, Solaris. Yes, I think that's what I'd like to do. Would be have something where you've got the is it what you call a demountable rig when you can take the camper bit up? I think that's kind of cool. Oh, I'd love to drive Lid at the Fistignac. That would be awesome. Lid looks brilliant. Yeah, I've done Bluebell Railway several times. Bluebell's lovely. Like Bluebell. Oh, of course, I'd love to drive Flying Scotsman. Yeah, I mean, I think everyone would like to drive Flying Scotsman, so you can say, I've driven Scotsman. Yes, there are people in the UK can sort it out. It's just expensive. So we're looking at options, and we're going there. Hello, demo. Karen, yes, I have Facebook. Yeah. So the wheels are bad on the Russian. We're hoping to get them turned, but I don't know. Is the answer? It was all kind of in hand, and it's not happened because of COVID. I think I prefer to own a King because yes, I've been on the footplate of one of the Garretts on the Welsh Highland, but I've never driven one. I'd love to drive one because they're amazing. Okay, interesting. Can't see any more posts. Tried refreshing, but no good. No idea, sir. There are lots of posts happening, and I have no idea, I'm afraid. Can't help you there. And see you later, Stig Digs. Oh, look, we've come back to 100 people. A Joy radial valve gear is amazing. It's very, very, very satisfying, isn't it? It's such a strange stuff. It looked strange, Scotsman, when it was in the States, but it was something a bit different, wasn't it? Oh, thank you, Nikki. I'm glad you're enjoying what we do. And welcome back, Wheeltoe Collector. Good afternoon from Indiana. That's pretty cool. L150. What, the prairie? That's the Polish prairie. If the opportunity ever came up, I do love prairies, so yes. But I imagine I know the owner, so I know it'd be mega money. So, yeah, if it was given to me, sure. Have you seen the North Yorkshire Welcome? Oh yeah, I've occasionally watched them, but not very often. I'm normally busy doing nothing. What railway in East Anglia do you want to start on, not the North Norfolk? I already do most. I do Mid Suffolk, the East Anglian Railway Museum, Gleyston Works Railway, and the Nene Valley. I used to do the Epinonga. What's left? Mid Norfolk? Mid Norfolk would be a good run. I do like the little steam tractors. They traction engines. Mamod traction engines quite nice. Good evening from Swansea in Wales. Nice. My steam oil smells awful. Yeah, it doesn't smell brilliant. Reviewing a lost railway. Yes, it's something we're thinking about. How's the Mammoth sitting next to you? Are you waiting for it to cool down, or did everything better? I can steam up again. I can steam up again if people want it to run again. Yeah. Sure. If people want to see it go again. Yeah, I'd love to drive on the Romney Highland Dymchurch. Romney Highland Dymchurch is brilliant. I like do like the Romney Hythe. Like driving little engines at speed are great. Oh, so it was a problem for you and not us, was it? That's good. I will try not to set house on fire a second time. The first time I did this, like years and years and years and years and years and years ago, I had no idea about this, and so lit it up on the wood floor. And it was my traction engine, because I had the TU1A first, and it zoomed off, scattering methylated spirits all over the floor after it, which was interesting. Oh, driver 125. 125s are quite cool, aren't they? We have a new Discord emote. Oh God, William. I haven't seen pictures of the Market Weighton Railway. No idea. No, it's not a compound, it's twin cylinder. It's the fed live steam comes from here, superheated live steam, join there. So yeah. Nah, I don't need a fire extinguisher. Nope, no marks on the roof yet. Oh, I've seen some really small. I saw a little Willisca one on eBay earlier, and it's about that big, and it goes on top of a little tea light. It's amazing. Yeah, I've been to Whitby. You've got fish and chips in Whitby. Very important to get fish and chips in Whitby, guys. You have to get fish and chips in Whitby. That's part of you must do that. Oh, that would have been tragic if they had gone. How did a scrapyard catch fire? You had one of these a few years ago. Yeah, I do like. I love firing Great Western engines. They're a joy to fire. Driving, they're a bit interesting because the controls aren't the best, but firing Great Western engines steam wonderfully. The whistle I tried earlier, and the whistle just kind of goes. It doesn't really blow. I need to replace the whistle on this with a better whistle. I haven't actually named any of mine. None of my, like, all my cars have names and all my tractors do, but my steam engines don't. What gauge is my model railroad? Currently I've got 00, but I do have various other things in storage. Many other gauges in storage, in fact most of them. Nope, still more water to go. My arm's getting tired. There we go, that's full. Still can't see new posts on your screen. That's weird, Solaris. I have no idea why. The building, they took out the oil on the fuel out of the cars. That's pretty bad. Yours runs on hand sanitizer. Oh really? That's kind of cool. Except explosion here. Hopefully not. It's in the Lawrie's new remote. Oh god. Okay, I do like classic cars. Very much like the classic cars. I'm going to try not to spill the methylated spirits this time. That was bad times. If I can just get the bung in the end, that would be even better. I'll tell you one thing, guys, I'm amazed at this kettle. It's still warm. Lawrie goes a little loco. No new engines, but something else is different. I quite like Black Prince because it's the same as Mentor and Rose and Cavalier from Bressingham, or at least it's the same with what they were. Although I do like Green Goddess and I do like the 282s. Yes, there are currently, I think, 10 episodes of Lawrie Goes a Little Loco filmed, and we've got lots of stuff that's going to happen later on. So, I like how LMS fan is called LNER fan. I design low steam engine with fire tubers. 00, you fire tubers in 00? Wow, that's quite something. That is quite something. I would like to do the traction engine at Whitby, that'd be very good. It's a long way away, so yes, I've been to Swanage, I like Swanage, I hope to get back to Swanage. The kettle has been warm for, I know, right, it's still warm, that is mental. I'll have to look at it, I've got no idea. I thought about building a 00 layout. Problem is, really, I don't have the space here to do it. I mean, this is all kind of set up because of being at home through the, you know, the thingy that's going on, the world thing. So, yeah, so this is a temporary structure. I don't really have the space to have it set up full time. Maybe one day? I've got some ideas, so possibly, is this implants to that? Possibly we might do model railway stuff at some point in the future, like building a layout, or methylated spirits. I could make a foldaway layout. It's still a place to tidy up. Breaking news. Local YouTube star. I like the idea of being a YouTube star. I don't really consider us at that stage yet. Now the secret this time is to turn it around first before we set fire to it, and now put it underneath. Look at that. That was done like a professional. No setting fire to everything this time round. No, sir. No, we are good at what we do. YouTube professionalism right here, ladies and gentlemen. You saw it first. We are professional. This is... Fodenstein wangers are great. Sorry guys, that was probably horrible for you as I caught the microphone. Yes, I volunteered at the Swar Valley because I had a girlfriend there for a while. So I did a couple of turns there on the Ginty and on Ugly. Yeah, if you want to, if you don't already support us on Patreon, you get bloopers. There should be another one coming out. There's a podcast. There should be another one coming out soon. Extra little bits and bobs, and you help us out because YouTube doesn't make us much money, and making YouTube costs us a lot of money. And so if anybody wanted to help us out, we really, 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 really do appreciate it. It makes a huge difference to us. YouTube professionalism, that's what we are. I like classic Fords, but no more than I like any other classic car. I have thought about making a small shunting layout. That might happen. I like Edward Thomas, which is what it's based on. Oh yeah, I would love to. GT3 was cool, wasn't it? I think the answer is to most steam engines or locomotives full stop, would I like to go on it? Yes. And you get a cool green name in the Discord. That is the important thing, isn't it? Great Western Railway. Love the Great Western Railway. Yes, we have some plans to do 16mm and garden railways. So that'll happen. Vauxhall Cavaliers are okay. Did you watch me burning everything down, Trainmaster? Because that happened. I've not done the Hastings Miniature Railways. What do you use for microphones? These are Rhodes. We use Rode microphones. In fact, exclusively Rhodes at the moment. Definitely on fire. Good. Are there any trains? I don't like EMUs or modern things, but generally I like trains. I like old things, so most old things I like. Modern things I'm a bit impartial to, and then EMUs I don't like. So, but if it's diesel and it makes a lot of noise, I'm probably up for it. So that's that. Wow, for the first time since we started the stream, the chat has stopped. Oh, and now it starts again. Milford was the crane engine, wasn't it? That's gone away for overhaul. No burn marks yet. No burn marks yet. Avon, I think Avon is gorgeous. It is so pretty. It's an absolutely gorgeous locomotive. I really, out of everything at Madigan, it's Avon that I want to go on most. I think it's fantastic. Absolutely, just amazing. Oh, that double-decker EMU, that is cool. Yeah, the double-decker EMU thing is amazing. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yes, I've been to Sittingbourne and Kemsley. I've got their email. I sent them an email saying about if they wanted to do something with us, and they never got back to me because I'd love to drive the engines on, because it's such an amazing route, isn't it? The concrete viaduct. I think most live steam can be a bit devilish occasionally. Early Ford Mustangs or modern Mustangs? Early Mustangs. Older trains are trying built to last. Oh yeah. Yeah, the older stuff, most older stuff is built to last. I mean, bearing in mind this is like 1950s to 1970s time, or 1960s, we'll average it out 1960s, and it's okay. I haven't found a Scanwell wrecker yet. I did found a wrecker, but I want to get hold of. Nah, that's just how they are, Ollie. You should have seen it earlier. The flames were like up here. It was like, that was bad. There was a Volvo fire engine for sale on Gumtree that was nearby, and I emailed the guy and offered him less money than he wanted for it, and he went no, but I would take that for this one. So and that's how I found out about Jupiter. I had no idea what it was. He said, I've got a Dennis RS for sale. Are you interested? And I went, maybe. What's a Dennis RS? And the rest is history. Yes, we were talking about doing some trams before COVID happened. I have been to the West Somerset Railway several times. Ever restored a model loco? Yes, I used to, for a lot of the time, just repair model railway engines. I really enjoyed doing it. I don't know if they will. I don't know if they will be. I don't think modern trains will survive that long. Thumpers are cool. Yes, thumpers are cool. I'm not that far away from you then, Ford Granada. Live steam injectors and 3.5. I didn't think anybody bothered on injectors anything smaller than. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I didn't think anyone bothered on injectors anything smaller than 5-inch gauge, really. Whoops, put the top in the oil. No idea. No idea why. Have I ever considered getting a ride on a live steam locomotive? You have seen Lawrie Goes Loco, right? Loads more Hornby related stuff planned. Loads more Hornby related stuff. How much to cut your tail off? Give me 100 grand. It's a lovely chug, isn't it? The concept of 3.5-inch gauge injectors just scare me. I'd like methylated spirits, but solid fuels less of that fire everywhere. Oh, that's the little flywheel thing, isn't it? The little tram train thing. Yes, I think that's kind of cool. We had talked about this pandemic on Discord. Oh, hello. Anything pan out for... I'd like to do something with the charger, and that's about as far as it's got, to be honest. We haven't really planned to get to Canada. Yeah, basically that's as far as it's got so far. Hopefully at some point we'll get to Canada. At the moment, no plans because of virusy things. I mean, the Method is more fun, yes. Good evening, Sean. Northeastern Steam, you have to wait and keep watching Lawrie Goes Loco and see if any O-gauge turns up. It might does at some point. Hello, Alfie. There you go. How brown do you take your toast? Depends on the bread. Like, depends very much on the bread. Like, sometimes I'll just have it lightly toasted, sometimes a bit more toasted, like what's the best one? Do you like cheese on toast? Cheese on toast is about the best thing, one of the best things going. Yes, we have some plans to come up to Scotland. I'm hoping to kind of do a couple of railways, and I've got some other vehicles lined up. So Scotland will be definitely happening. Oh, I'm thinking of 7-point gauge steamers. Oh, okay. I've hopefully got a Terrier lined up. Yeah, there are flames. It's just what it does. I love that road roller. I'm hoping to do a proper review on it at some point. Love Terriers. Terriers are awesome. And GDSF, yeah. We don't have cream in tea. I have 2 sugars and milk, but not cream. Cream tastes weird in tea. Occasionally I've had the clack fail. I've had the clack jam open once on a full-size steam engine, and on Ming at the Great Bush it's happened a couple of times. It needed a washout. It kept jamming. But that happened on one date, and it's never happened since. So yeah, injectors can be difficult. Can use 3-in-1 on model. You can use 3-in-1 on your moving parts there, and there, but steam oil in there. That steam oil is important, and the steam oil bits 3-in-1 atomizes at the wrong temperature, so it will just basically evaporate. It won't actually remain lubricating under the temperature of steam. Bearing in mind, as I said before, this is a superheated engine. So you do need the oil that's thicker and it's going to cope with the temperature in order to lubricate, otherwise it doesn't do anything. Yes, I did like the Lego Lotus. I thought that was a very good model. Well done. I was very impressed. So possible time to come and drive on a cord? Yes, I would love to drive on a cord and come on. It's a Great Dorset Steam Fair still on? No, they cancelled it, I'm pretty sure. Favourite childhood toy? It's a long time ago, guys. No, she's a little steam engine. I'm not sure what my favourite childhood toy was. Not sure. Oh, I do love the West Countries. We've got a 91 Squadron at the Nene Valley Railway, and it's an absolutely fantastic thing. I do like that. I have spoken to Ressingham. We had some stuff lined up, again, before all this stopped. Everything happening. So hopefully we'll be going to Ressingham and doing some stuff there in the future. Which of your engines is hard to steam up? The Willisco is awkward because it's the canopy doesn't come up. Oh, your engine did the clap for carers. Oh, that's cool. I saw a couple of people who've done things like that. Who's all surprised for this? Oh, God, I don't know, just whatever, eBay. I did have a big Tonka truck. I had a Tonka Lawrie and trailer, and that was kind of cool. Didn't know Viking was made in Manchester. That's awesome. Didn't know where it was made. LMS or Great Western? Probably the LMS. Probably the LMS. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you can hear the sound on my microphone of this thing going chug, 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 but it's very, very satisfying. Bearing in mind, again, as I said, guys, this thing was built somewhere between 1959 and 1979, 77. So it gives you an idea of how old this little engine is, and it's still just going like that. Isn't that not absolutely incredible? It's a little piece of history still just doing what it was built to do. The Great Bear was an amazing thing. Favourite Hornby model? Well, I guess the 48. I think 48 is great. I just don't have it yet. I'm planning to buy some new OO gauge stuff, particularly the Pecketts they've done and the Barclays that are done, and the Ruston 48. But it's one of the reasons I stopped doing model railway stuff was because it's so expensive, and the fact that my Ruston cost. I mean, there are O gauge models that cost more than my Ruston, and that's and it's also. Because for the price of like half of my cards costs the same amount as like buying 4 new double O gauge tender engines. And it's sat there going, as much as I love trains, I'd rather have a car that I can actually, like an actual car rather than a model. So yeah, they're horrendously expensive. Tonka made brilliant toys. One very small horse. What does it take to keep these things working? Oil? Drain the water out the boiler? You could buy a Mamod for the price of modern Hornby stuff. Yeah, you probably could, especially second hand. I mean, this thing I bought second hand, and I've done nothing to it. I need to replace the rubber around the safety valve because that is well and truly knackered. I think I'm amazed it's still running. Oil it. About it, really. I mean, steam engines are pretty durable things. The Electrostars, not so much. I do love Austerities. Austerities are awesome. Are you running on TE1A or on mine? Good choice, good choice. That was my first live steam engine, was a TE1A. Have you got one of these? You got an SE3 as well. They're quite good fun, aren't they? You saw a titch for 14,000 quid. How was that? That's ridiculous. I would probably take other things to a show, like the tractors or the fire engines. I probably wouldn't take these. They're not in show condition, and you need insurance to be able to steam them up in public, so no. Really? Trainmaster? That's ridiculous money. Would I prefer a miniature steam locomotive or a traction engine? Is that a full-size traction engine or a miniature traction engine? Because I prefer a full-size traction engine, but I prefer a miniature steam locomotive. Jensen steam engines? Yes, I have. Class 441, 47. Again, not really my thing. I mean, I drive one. I'd quite happily review one, but I don't like them. I am still here, yeah. I managed to get my N-gauge big boy. Okay, 200 quid for a big boy in N-gauge. That's pretty good. You got it for £1. That's pretty good, Harry. Yeah, the Bing steam stuff is very expensive. And again, most of them aren't really. I like this because there's a regulator and as there's 2 cylinders, you can get it doing this and ticking over quite nicely. Because the rest of the time, with anything that doesn't have a regulator on it, it just flies away at a million miles an hour. It's just not particularly enjoyable, once it's running, unless you're running something with it. You can't do anything with it. It's basically pointless. Whereas this, at least, you can control the speed of it and get it ticking over. Whoops, a bit too much. Yeah, and you can get it ticking over relatively nicely. That's about as slow as this will go. It is beautiful, isn't it? Is it not beautiful? I have been to Beamish. I love Beamish. I really, 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 really want to get to Beamish and do some filming with them. My first car will be a 9-inch scale Foden wagon. Good choice, good choice. When are you going to buy a steamroller? When I have enough money to buy a steamroller. I'd love a steamroller. Have a nice day to you as well, Alex. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, anything Mamod's Again, the problem is as soon as you start them, they get a lot heavier. Like the traction engine and the roller work really well for Mammoth. They fly along, but as soon as you get the bigger models, they're heavier and they're just not as good. Hello, Blue House Sack. I'm not a fan of dark chocolate, so any ice cream. I like normal chocolate, but dark chocolate's too bitter for my taste. Oh really, does the SP5 drink that badly? Okay, I've not used any of the more modern Mamod stuff. Hi from Staffordshire, that's fascinating. Thank you very much. I'm pretty proud of it as well, considering it was built something like 1950s to the 1970s, somewhere in there. Do I have any off-roading stories? Apart from doing it in a Kia on a kind of a dirt track, not really. I'd take a barrel roller. I do like a roller. I've never been to the Lincolnshire Steam Rally. Sorry, no. I have failed. Yes, I failed a couple of engines. We had a bearing overheat on Syrifite and had to fail that. I've had the packing blowout on an injector, not an injector, on the gauge glass, so you couldn't isolate it. That was unpleasant. So we failed that. And we've had a couple of other minor things that just meant we didn't light up. The Preston Dockyards Railway. Is that you mean the Ribble Railway? Will I get the Centurion mod? What, from Hornby? I'm contemplating the Smoky Joe, because I think that's stunning. I love Smoky Joe because it was my first new double gauge engine. The SP4 doesn't. Is the SP4 got a regulator on it though? I don't think it does it? The 04 club on it. I used to be part of the club and have some of the clubs. All steam engines do that. If they don't have they just have a day when they don't want to work and they'll throw a tantrum. It's just what steam engines do. Western class, yeah, Westerns are great. Probably a decade. Probably had it a decade. I'd go for a Showman's. See, that's what Mammoths just do normally. They just fly along at that kind of speed. Also, how cool was that? It started on its own accord, didn't have to do anything. Isn't it cool? Isn't it cool? Yes, I have been to the Chatham Doctor Railway. I'm currently going through I was meant to be volunteering there, but it hasn't happened yet because everything. I want some info. Sorry, Blue House Jack. I did not see what you wanted. Yes, the Ribble Railway. Yes, I have done Ribble. It's growing. Exmoor Tinkerbell. Exmoor, do more stuff. I want some info. Sentinel Lawrie or Lawrie? Sentinel. Sentinel, local Lawrie. Actually, you know what? I'd love a Sentinel Lawrie. Would love a Sentinel. Is Western steam engines dangerous? Not as far as I'm aware. Opinion on BR steam compared to private steam? Well, they're very different things, Liz. So, I mean, I prefer small private engines personally because they're things that I could look after. Whereas, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So, 3,500. If it's working, yes, because 7.5-inch gauge stuff is quite big, isn't it? So, yeah, it's probably good value. My little dumper, it's fine as far as I'm aware. As far as I'm aware, the dump truck is great. The Great Western Dean's goods is fine. The dump truck, last time we used it, we really need to do the steering box on it because it's knackered. It's very unhappy steering. The West Lancashire High Railway? No. Oh, you've got a small regulator behind the cinder block. Okay, didn't know that. That's cool. I want 14 grand for a Tinkerbell. You've only been watching us for 2 days and already hooked. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the content, Alfie. Favourite model locomotive that I own? The Hildren Garrett. Do you like Beamish? We have... I've not done the Great North Steam Fair. But I do like Beamish. I do like Merchant Navy class. I was on the footplate of Clan Line. Is it Clan Line? Yes. What has been the longest purchase? What do you mean? The thing I've had the longest, or the thing that took me the longest to acquire Solaris? I can drive. Yes, I can drive a cab. I can drive a ERF lorry without the trailer. If you've got one you want us to review, I would love to do that. I know nothing about Russian engines. I mean, I know that Russians have got some amazingly big engines, but I know nothing about them. I've been watching this for 3 years and the videos are amazing. I think we've only been going a year and a half. I mean, you might be watching us on Jam on Cars. Oh, enjoy your steam up. Hi, Blue House Zach. Sorry, what was your question? Your question was about Humpty, wasn't it? Humpty is doing fine. Tyler, yes, if you have a look through some of our videos of the LMN Drive series, you'll see we did quite a bit in America. We did a lot of driving stuff in America. Will you add a new locomotive on the railroad? Which railroad? The real one or my model one? Been here since 980 subscribers. Finley, that's amazing. We're very impressed that you're still here. Both. So what was your question that I asked? Oh, okay, so the thing I've had longest is my, well, out of proper cars, is the 106. I've had that since I was like 22. And then the 35 is the thing I was looking at for the longest. I had my eye on that for about a decade. I knew the shed and I knew the owners and I knew it was in the shed. And went and looked at it, well, went and looked at Jeffrey's carts. And then, yes, the 414-2 wouldn't go around curves, would it? And I saw this tractor in the shed and was like, oh, that's gorgeous. And that Jeffrey didn't really care about it, showed us the carts. Then a couple of years later, I suggested to Jeffrey that maybe we should get together and restore the tractor and take it to shows together, and he wasn't interested. And a couple of years later, I spoke to who is now our landlord and said, if you ever want to sell that tractor, can I have first refusal? And a couple of years later, I was like, you know, just, do you want to sell the tractor? And then a couple of years after that, we moved into the shed, and the agreement was we'd tidy it up and then we could move in, and basically tied it all the way around the tractor and said, right, do you want to keep it or can I buy it? And he let me keep it and buy it off him. And so that tractor I literally wanted for a decade, so which is why I am so excited by it. I have no current plans to buy any full-size locomotives. I would like to, but I've got nothing at the moment. The Trying Battle of Britain Churchill, I don't have a Trying one of those. I've never had to go with them. They look a bit thing. Thanks, Blue House Snack. I'm glad you're enjoying the content we do. The Voyagers don't do anything for me. I prefer the engines we got at the MSLR because they've got my engine there. I know there's a lot of cool stuff in Booth Scrapyard. I've never considered trying to get that though. The best way for my friend and you to contact. Here's another two trucks. Okay, QA Library. If you have a look in this video description, there will be either a link to our Discord, where you can chat to us through there, or there is the link to our website, and on our website there is the contact us form, and that will send us an email, and then we can get in contact with you from that way. What happened to the dump truck? It's at the shed, and we use it every now and again, and fires up and trundles around, and yeah, quite good. Jupiter. A re on sci-fi books. Oh really? That's very poor design on the Russian engine then. Because I'm meant to be cooking dinner. Douglas, sorry for keeping you from cooking dinner. Do apologise to your wife. Do you really John Deere's catch fire? I never heard of that. Oh, probably the Moors or the Severn Valleys are lovely. I don't know the answer to that. I like both the railways very much. I like the North Yorkshire Moors and the Severn Valley very much. Am I going to refire the steam engine? I can do if people want us to. I mean, it's done fairly well. Your dad worked on steam engines, that's cool. Oh, shame mine is in the shed and it's raining. It has been raining again here, but it's stopped now. What do you think of buses? They're not as good as trains. I like vintage buses though. I really like vintage buses, especially from the like 50s when the design is just beautiful. Oh, you got a B275 as well. I hope yours is a brilliant tractor because mine is terrible and doesn't work. How many of what's parked in the shed have dead batteries now? I have no idea. We'll find out. Once we can get back up the shed, we'll be doing a special on what still starts in the shed. I take Jupiter over Saturn. Favourite Great Western locomotive, 1366, the little pannier tank. I think that's fantastic. Outside cylinder pannier tank is great. I have been to many model railway shows. Yes, that's what I heard, Rubber Frog. It was just a look what we can do. We can build a big engine too. Hopefully we have an invitation to go to the Bowes Railway. Again, hasn't happened because COVID. But yes, we had an invitation to go up there, and we will be going up there as soon as we can start doing stuff again. No, Trev hasn't. Trev has just been looking at the books. We haven't seen Trev since the books arrived, I don't think, because of this. I have no idea, actually, if you need shotgun certificate to buy cartridges. You don't have a gun, though, do you? So I do like field marshals. Which steam engine have I owned the longest? My T1A I had when I was in high school. I've never seen one in the flesh for the Mamod Live Steam bus, but I do know of them. Yes, Stig, we're still going. I'm pretty sure I could push Jupiter. It's only like 11 tons. Yeah, well, the States aren't very good at, like, the amount of steam engines you have compared to us is pretty low, isn't it? Oh, well, that's cool to work on the LMS. Favourite LMS Southern locomotives? Southern, it's probably one of the Baldwins on the Linton Barnstable. I think they're awesome. Or one of the Manning Warders, one of the Linton Barnstable engines, and LMS Black 5. Black 5's great. I'd take a Black 5 over a King. Black 5 is just brilliant. The LNS Raven Pacific. The Ravens Pacific was an interesting thing, wasn't it? Apparently, some people say it was the better engine as well. Apparently, sources at the time, very interested. Yes, I have been to the West Somerset Railway. No, I've not been to Hamburg, so I've not done that. But I know of the huge model railway, but I've not done it. Yes, I like steam traction. I like traction engines. Try to lift Jupiter. I mean, I've got jacks that will lift it if we need to take a wheel off it. I don't particularly want to lift it. The Davy Crockett loco, the ones that Hornby Trying did, I haven't got one. It's one of the few Trying engines I don't have. It doesn't really make a difference. I don't really use delivery services. Oh, look after a bunker and can do full bridge generator stationary deals. Oh, what are they, for generators? I can't do a backflip. Big Bertha. Big Bertha was awesome. One Dorman. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Coronation or Silver Jubilee? Oh, Silver Jubilee. My favourite A4 is Quicksilver. I just like the name Quicksilver. I was blown when you drove the Austerity. Oh, yes. I love driving the Austerity. The Austerity was fantastic. Where is Big Panther located? In the it doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. What's my fave diesel? My 48. Ruston 48 is the best. Is that the L1? Yeah, the L1 was a nice design. Yeah, we do need more steam oil. Steam oil is an important thing to have. I don't really think I'm going to lift Jupiter, do you? If you go to Minter Wonderland for the opening and spend the entire day there, yeah, to be honest, I probably would. I do like. Which locomotives weigh the most? Well, it's still existing, kicking around. It's probably the thing at whatever it is, the one we talked about way earlier in the chat. Yes, it's Johnny. It's run about 3 or 4 times now. I have no desire at the moment to get a Mamod train set. At the moment, no desire to. Yeah, Piglet Strangle the Ruston. I'll take my Ruston. I'll take my Ruston every time. I mean, I've got diesel. I like Class 90s and Class 86s because they're kind of what I grew up with around here. So I do quite like I do like an 86. £13.69, yeah. Ah, yes, I love. Well, with the outside cylinder, yeah, the outside cylinder pannier tank. Yeah, 1369 is my favourite Great Western loco. It's fantastic. Johnny will probably steam it up again if people are interested. I like old steamships, but it's not something I've really am passionate about. I kind of look at them and go, that's cool. That's as far as I go. Pineapple belongs on pizza alongside ham. Pie on pizza is a good option. I love Sao Domingos. It's a lovely little engine. The Bullet Q1. Yes, yes, I would love to see the Q1 steam again. It was fantastic. J15 or J17? J15. The J15 is fantastic. Yes, I saw the big boy in Denver. It's huge. The 94XX is a very powerful pannier tank, but it is not the most aesthetically pleasing. I think they're great engines, they're just not the most pretty things. No, I've not done anything to the Peugeot yet. I need to pull it out. I haven't done the heater matrix. I will do it at some point. Plug the Discord and Twitch. We stream on Mondays and Wednesdays and Sundays on Twitch, where we normally do gaming things, but on Wednesdays we do Wreckfest, which is free for you guys to join in. Mondays is watching Jeffrey crash cars when he tries to do professional racing. And we've got a Discord as well, so if you guys want to join in on the Discord, the link is in the video description down there somewhere. We talk about planes, trains, cars, lots of things, but lots of nice people chatting about conversations and things that we all enjoy. So it's a good place to be and chat to people, especially in these troubling times where I know a lot of you guys are isolated and on your own. So if you want to talk to more people and make more friends and just discuss the things you enjoy, do check out our Discord. Good chat, William. The Brighton Bell was awesome. I don't know what El Gobernator is, so Big Bertha. B1 or Black 5. See, the B1s are fantastic. It's just the problem is that it took the LNER that long to basically build their own version of the Black 5, so the Black 5. What's the smallest narrow gauge in the UK? What do you mean? As a railway that runs? I mean, we have all scales that run, so... No, I've not done the Golden Spike Historical Park in Utah. Ah, yes, the 2888. Yes, I think that's a very interesting... I've seen pictures of that. Obviously, they don't survive anymore, but they're amazing. Willisco. Willisco's are far superior to Mamods. I will have a look at the that once we finish the chat, obviously. Yes, I've done... I did the Giant's Causeway and Bushmill Railway when they were running steam, the County Down Patrick Railway as well. That's what I've done in Ireland, and I've seen a bit of their mainline steam working as well. The most that I filmed so far was 813, although the most frustrating thing I've ever oiled up so far is 5619, the 062 tank, Great Western tank engine. That was just also terrible. Well, thank you very much, Karen. Much appreciate it. I did love the austerity. I cannot wait to get back out to Belgium and see you guys again, because we had such a good time. Even Matt enjoyed himself. Yeah, cannot wait to get back and do some more filming up there. I would love to drive the big boy. The most unusual loco I've driven is Syraphyte, because Syraphyte is just strange, which is a geared overtype steam locomotive. Very strange. Trev has not dropped off the books. I haven't seen Trev in ages. Do you like the Tiger Moth? Yeah, but I'm not really big into planes. I think they're cool, but that's about it. I would like to try a USB charger to the steam engine. I'd be quite interested. Yeah, that's basically you've got how it works, Stuart. That is how the Twitch stream works on Mondays. Yeah, the Duchesses are fantastic, aren't they? They're just such an imposing thing and so squat into the loading gauge. Like they are built to the loading gauge, but they're fantastic things. Yeah, the most unusual loco I've driven is Syraphyte and Sir Vincent. They're just strange. I have not been to Pennsylvania, full stop. How's the superheater set up on the Mamod? This pipe here, where the regulator's on, goes down on this side. If I spin that round, I don't need to because you can see it, and then it comes out again there. So it goes underneath the burner. So this pipe here gets all the steam in it. The light comes out of there. I'm in the wrong place. So yeah, pipe goes down, under, spends a bit more time under the burner, and then comes out. So it works very well. I do like the 060 austerity. They're the ones I think I want. I'm sorry, Trains with Mark, that you've stayed with us so long. I do apologise for taking up so much of your afternoon. I think the T1's pretty cool. Yes, I have seen the snowplow at Shildon. I think that's great. Sam's train pulled himself over. Yes, I did see that, although I thought it'd be a lot easier if he'd put himself on rails rather than a trolley, because the rolling resistance is much better if you're on rails. In Kent got stolen. Oh, well, the model railways, was this in Kent? I'm not sure which one this is. No, I've not been to Baltimore and Ohio Railway Museum. I've not been there, full stop. I've not been to that part of America. The Class 66s are run around me, and so they're my kind of what I see on a fairly daily basis. So I do like the Class 66. I hope to do the Y7 at some point. I really, really hope to do the Y7. Okay, burning in the summer day sun. Oh, I ain't got any of that. I have been here since the start of the stream. William, I am impressed that you stayed with us this long. Are you bored yet? I suppose, so. I mean, I guess the channel is quite unique compared to a lot of other channels. I mean, as I said before, we are repeatedly blown away that so many of you lovely people are enjoying the content we make from the channel. We are absolutely, really honoured, guys. Genuinely, really, really honoured. So, yeah, thank you all for being part of the channel and supporting us. We are absolutely blown away by it. It's just... I guess we dared dream when we started LMM that this kind of thing could happen, but I don't think we ever really believed it. But the fact that so many of you guys are, and the fact that the subs are going up every day and we're becoming, you know, known and have a following, it's incredible, guys. You guys are fantastic, and yeah, thank you so much. Like, it's unreal. And yeah, we're truly honoured. We're truly honoured that you guys like us so much, and it just makes us more committed to try and make you guys better content. Right, the more of you who join us and the more positive feedback and the more comments we get, the more we're going, yeah, we're going to make more content. We've got so many ideas, guys, of stuff that's going to come up in the future when we can get back outside again, and also stuff that's going to happen as we get bigger. There's lots of stuff that we've been kind of talking about recently going, actually, we're big enough to do this now. So lots more adventures and stuff coming up because we're actually realising, yeah, we can do this stuff. This is a SQ Professional kettle, by the way, guys. As after 2 hours, the water in it is still warm. Amazingly. Bonkers. Fill that up. Which way do you do something up? Just go that way? Yes. I know, we're so amazingly close to hitting. I think 30k is going to be quite cool, right? I mean, I was pretty happy to be at 25k, but now I'm just like, no, I'm hungry for 30k. Do you have the workshop for this engine? No, I don't. I know I haven't had my tea. What do you like about the user that's looking for the Fortnite? Oh, the simplex. It's so basic, isn't it? It's fantastic. I love that little simplex. I'd like a simplex. That's what I've discovered. I'd like a simplex. They're great, weren't they? I'll try not to burn the house down this time. I mean, we're so far the house is still standing, guys. Yeah, this is quite good going for us. Fill the burner. I will say one thing for methylated spirits. Although it's much better at burning the house down, it is far cheaper to buy than solid fuel tablets. Whoops, overfilled the burner. That's fine. I was like, is that full? That kind of looks full, and turns out, yes, it's very full. Where do you buy a model steam ledge? This one's from eBay, and you do still see them on eBay every now and again. So, eBay is the simple answer. It's where one buys model railway stuff at. No chaos that time, guys. We have learned. Again, professional YouTubey person here. Pre-warm water to prevent thermal shock to boil. Yes, and also means it runs a lot faster. And also it's been running several times. So yes, eBay Mamod, pretty good thing. The Mamod won't run in the other direction. It's set up just to run this way around. Actually, won't go the other way around. Some of my other ones got reversers, but this is fine. Where's the best railway you've been or want to go? Honestly, one of the best railways I've ever been to was the Durango and Silverton. Just because I'd always wanted to do it, and the scenery was absolutely incredible. Equally, other places I think are pretty good. China was pretty stunning. I will let you know, Karen, when we go back to Maldegem. We'll be letting everyone know when we kind of do those kind of things. £41 for 22 hours ago, that's not bad. Looking at volunteering. Be nice, be friendly, and be prepared to do whatever. Don't turn your nose up at stuff. You know, obviously say what you want to do, and be like, you know, if you want to be on engines, I want to be on engines. But if someone says, okay, can you do this nasty job, just go, yeah, and get on with it. Just be friendly with people. Go into it with an open mind, and there are long days, but it's one of the most, honestly, it's one of the best things I ever did. And believe it or not, before I started volunteering, which is, again, about 14 years ago now, I was very shy, very nervous, didn't really talk to people much. And so volunteering has been a massive, massive bonus for me. So I've really enjoyed that. Hello, Steve. And so yeah, favourite engine, steam engine at MSLR is probably the Y7. I do like the Y7. When we get back to the shed, no idea. Do I wish the Orient Express was back in service? And yes, although I've probably never gone on it. What do I mean boring? I can't remember. The 304s in Australia, oh, it's a shame they're there and nothing's happening to them, isn't it? If you need to run in the direction, yes, just cross the belt, yes. Have you been on the Gravity Slate Railroad? Isn't it Festiniog, but they do that? I've been on the railway, but not when they're doing Gravity Slate. I think the P2 project is awesome. Hello, Canis Frank Larson? I don't know how to pronounce your first name. I'm going to call you Can, though. I hope that's all right. Hello, Can. Good men don't have eyebrows, said Jay Leonard. Yes, it is on fire. It's fine. Just a bit flamey. Yes, hopefully we're going to be doing something with Ravenglass in the future. The initial emails have been... Sven, the regulator is here, the thing that's currently being licked by the flames. Can I call you Can, then? I don't know how to pronounce Canis? Canius? I'm going to call you Can. I hope that's cool. We're on first name terms and kind of shortened terms. You can call me Lawrie, I'll call you Can. Is this thinking about doing something? Oh. Leave that in its kind of think about go position. It moved. Slowly. I love this stage where it just creeps and then does that. So that should now go. So if you don't have a locomotive with a regulator, this is what your Mamod will do. Just fly along at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Which is why I like having 2 cylinders and a regulator. Because it means you can do things like this. I've got experience with Hornby 00, which is 3 rails. I quite like 3 rails. Do I have any engineering background? No, none whatsoever. Everything we learn, we kind of have learned doing it. So my main experience with engineering is having some good friends who like doing it as well, a la the rest of the team, who without Matt, Morgan, Trev and Jeffrey, and Matt and Ash and Martin at the moment as well, there would be no LMM. Oh, and Ben, who films the railway stuff. So yeah, no engineering background, just good friends who like doing crazy stuff. Turns out you don't need the engineering background. It's helpful, but we're making it up as we go along. Yes, I will look at getting the generator set up for a future stream. Yes, it also could do with some insulation on the regulator handle so that it's not metal right above the fire. Very bad bit of engineering that. Yes, I do have some Meccano somewhere. Oh yeah, it's the best way and it's fun. Favourite at the Festiniog Railway? Probably one of the double fairlies. What is steam oil? Steam oil is a thicker oil. So normal oil, like engine oil, 3-in-1, with the heat in it, it kind of evaporates, so it stops being oily, loses its lubrication. So steam oil is a much thicker oil, which when you apply the heat to it, it goes runny and lubricates rather than just evaporating and doing nothing. Oop. Honestly, guys, I want you just to realise that this is the most running this thing has had in its entire ownership. I have never run it this many times in a row. And so, yeah, it's probably run more in this live stream than it has, like, in every other running session I've ever run it for. Blanche is gorgeous as well. Yes, the idea with these are you could use Meccano with them. So you could make your own Meccano stuff and run it off the steam engines. Your real name is Toke. Okay, I'll call you Toke then, or Can. The count is on. Yes. Have we done? We are getting close to 27,000. It's quite exciting. So So thank you all very much. Yeah, it's a lovely steamer, isn't it? Superheated stuff is awesome. The Crusty Boiler 9S were great. What I like is after they decided they weren't going to keep them, they kept them running without the Crusty Boiler stuff, but the boilers were smaller, so they were actually 8Fs. So you had 9Fs that looked like 8Fs. Have you seen the Mamod mech one? Oh, what, the Meccano things? Yeah, they were just designed like to be able to use more Meccano stuff, weren't they? What do you use to clean it up? What, clean this up? Just leave it. Oh, hello Black Knight. What brought you to love trains and steam mechanics so much? No idea. Apparently I saw a Thomas the Tank Engine when I was about 2 and been just obsessed ever since. I found out that's why I think you got me. Yes, as we've probably noticed through most of the LMM videos, I am very bad at other languages. So yes, 30k subscribers would be awesome. Hopefully not too far away. Really, I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited. Do you have any plans? We have stuff we'd like to do at 100k. We'll see how we're doing when we get there. We have many plans that we'd like to go. We cannot even dream of them. At the moment, we're kind of quite excited by the concept of 30k and the thought that we might then get to 40k, which is pretty exciting. And then if we hit 50k, then we're going to be like ecstatic. And that's about as far as we're really going at the moment, is the kind of the dreaming of 50k, because 100k is just incredible. Can you imagine that, guys? If we got to 100k? Can you imagine what we'd do if we got to 100k? You know, you get to that size, you actually start getting enough money, you know, to have a budget to actually start helping fund doing stupid stuff. It's going to be mental. Oh, hello, Finny. Oh, I'm glad to have helped make your day better. Sorry that you're having a rubbish day. I'm glad that we've improved it. Learning as you go mechanical stuff is very interesting and it's very satisfying until you do something that you then realise, oh my god, why was I so stupid, and I'd muck that up forevermore. So I imagine Brasso would bring this one back to nice condition. The problem is every time you run it, you tarnish it, so I'd kind of just keep it tarnished. I'm 33 and love Steam. Steam is characters. Yeah, Steam things are proper. Like, it's got, like, even this thing ticking along here, it's got a bit of character with it. Whereas modern diesel-y stuff and diesel electrics has no soul. Whereas this thing's got a little soul. She's got a character. Oh, it's just so satisfying, the noise of it. So yeah, again, guys, if you're thinking of buying a Mamod, I rather suggest that you buy one that's either got twin cylinders, or you buy a Willisco with a double acting cylinder and it has a regulator on it, so you can get it running slow. Do you have to clean the dirt off on the loco? On locos, yes, we use either paraffin and oil on the, or like car cleaning products. A brass era vehicle. I have not thought about getting one. What's the least favourite video that you've done? Not sure off the top of my head. There are videos we like less than and videos that we like more. Some of the older stuff we look back on and realise how far we've gone and how much better we are now. I'm glad. I do like you. I'm glad that you like our videos, and I'm glad you like our videos when you say them in Dutch. Was it? Right. So the story of LMM, guys. So me and Jeffrey knew each other before, and I was getting. So I've known Jeffrey for about 15 years now, and I got him to film for me when I was part of JM1 Cars. But me, Matt, Trev, we met on the Scrappage Rally, which is kind of what we've taken to become Lemons, but it was another company. We met on that and we got on well, and I invited them to come help with stripping down the rust, and then invited them to see Jupiter, and kind of he stayed. And then Morgan was a friend. He recognised me from doing these things and was like, "Oh, you're doing YouTube now," and you went, "Yeah," and you went, "Do you want a hand?" And so that's kind of Morgan, and Morgan came along from then. So yeah. Does running at lows damage it anywhere? I guess there's wear, really, but I mean, you can wear out the pistons, but you can replace those. The boiler will eventually give up, so yes, but not really. Yes, they left the stuff on the Crusty Boiler 9Fs, but they had smaller boilers, and so they were known as 8Fs because they weren't quite as powerful as the larger boiler 9Fs. Yeah, keep an eye. Modified Mamods aren't necessarily a good thing. But getting a Mamod with a regulator is a bit of a challenge though, isn't it? You've got the TE1, not the TE1A, that's got an exhaust regulator on it. And then this one, and then the modern... Does the modern two-cylinder one got a regulator? Sorry, Danish, and said I like your videos. Danish, my bad. Make the likes 100. Oh God, 99 likes. Actually, I'll tell you what, I like my own video. No, that's sad. I'm not going to do that. That's sad. Morgan is a friend who thinks you have problems. Yeah, Morgan is. We're slowly breaking Morgan. He's slowly coming round to kind of our kind of type of vehicles. Dream vehicle. I'd like to do something with some traction engines. I think. Man wants to wear out Uncle's boiler, rotted through. Did he keep the water in it though, or not? If you drain the water, they'll live a lot longer. How do you know it's time to replace the boiler? Because it doesn't hold water or steam anymore. Well, that's pretty tall for a 12-year-old. This is why I have the pliers, yes. What's the current situation with Red Roof? It's still sat there. Martin was doing some work on it before COVID happened, so hopefully we'd be doing something with it if we weren't doing this. So yeah, that's basically what it is. Martin was doing work on it and he's not at the moment because we can't get up there. Oh, look at that, 109. Thank you guys for all the extra likes. Oh, is that the kit one? I do like the black and yellow one. I think that looks gorgeous. The SE2, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know one of these SE2. Yeah, the 2A's got a little regulator on the cylinder block, hasn't it? Yeah. Continue going up. That's pretty good. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. It really does. In all fairness, guys, when you watch our videos, if you can always give us a like and leave a comment, it helps us with the YouTube algorithms and it helps make our videos bigger and better and more successful. And guys, if you can share the videos with your friends, honestly, it makes a huge difference to us on the YouTube thing and helps LMM grow. So if you can do that, that's great. And again, a reminder, guys, if you don't already use our Discord, there's a link down there in the video description to get onto our Discord and talk to like-minded people about trains, traction engines, tractors, cars, all that kind of good stuff. So if you're feeling lonely in isolation in lockdown, then there's a good opportunity to meet more people and have conversations to distract yourselves. I love the Rodney Highland Church Railways, the bug. The bug is awesome. I probably could get Morgan on the footplate at some point. I've got some ideas for tractor challenges. Trev and Matt like tractors. Well, we're going to put up with them. Something we are looking at doing at the future. The MSLR is coping well in the lockdown. We've just shut down. We're not spending any money. We've got very little expenditure, so the MSLR is fine at the moment. I haven't heard of any boilers exploding recently, and I hope I don't. Thank you very much. But I was going to go. You can find them on eBay. One of these are like, I bought this for 40 quid a couple of years ago, so I assume they're more money now, but they're not stupid money. Oh, yes, there is. I've got the MSLR. They did the D tank in MSLR livery as MSLR number 4, because there were only 3 original engines on the Mid-Suffolk Light Railway. And they didn't know the Mid-Suffolk Light Railway still existed as a society when they did it. And we kind of commented, sent them a message going, hello, it's very nice of you to make our model of one of our engines. And they went, oh. What was I saying? I'm going to have to scroll back up to what I was going to talk about. Something I was going to talk about before I started talking about the MIDI. I'm going to click on the laptop here and scroll up. Hold on, guys. Tractors. Tractors, yes, tractors. So one thing we're looking at doing, guys, which will need help from you guys. Andy the Hermit, we have a Patreon. The link is in the video description below if you want to support us. So yeah, we're very grateful to all our patrons. It's basically just $1 to support us. You can give more if you want to, but for that you get extra content, bloopers, which should be coming out soon, a kind of monthly podcast that should be coming out soon, and extra stuff. Can we donate through YouTube? You can try setting it up. I don't know if you want to try it. I don't know if we've ever set it up. So anyway, something we're looking at in the future, guys, is we're aiming to take Humpty, or looking at the idea of taking Humpty from Land's End to John O'Groats, or rather John O'Groats to Land's End. So it was something that we'll need your help with because it's going to cost a fortune, and yeah, we're going to hopefully get some of you guys to help sponsor us. We'll be letting you know the route ahead of schedule, so you guys in the UK can come out and meet us. And yeah, I'm going to try and do a world record of the longest journey in a dump truck. Oh, that sounds fair. Thank you very much for saying you'll share the video, much appreciated. I don't think I hate any steam engines. I mean, there's a couple of things I find are a pain in the backside to work on, but I wouldn't say I hate them. I hear City of Truro is a massive pain to oil up, or was a pain to oil up. Yes, it's still going. It's amazing, isn't it, Alfie? Well, it has. We have kind of put it down and re-steamed it several times. Now, I would imagine she'd run for longer if it wasn't constantly leaking out the safety valve, but you know. No, we're not going to fit a cab to Humpty. We're going to do it without a cab. If we get wet, we get wet. I don't like them. Oh, the classic minis. I love classic minis. I don't like the new mini. Did you go to Steamfest Railfest at York? Yes, I did. Hopefully going to do some ploughing. Yes, going to attempt some ploughing and see how that works. Probably terribly, because I've never ploughed before. But I own tractors and I feel like ploughing is a skill set that I probably should have. I don't actually think this holds any oil, and I think the holes for the oil now basically just go straight into the cylinders and kicks itself out. We estimate about 3 weeks to do the Humpty adventure. So we think that would be quite good fun. What lorries do you like the most? Scamels. Yeah, Railfest, yeah, I did do Railfest, it was good. Yes, it does mean that Humpty will get a seat fitted back to it. Yes, I haven't watched much Project Binky, but I know of it, it's pretty cool. What do you think of... I don't really know much about the diesels, they're just kind of there on the rub me hide. I like the steam engines, but I don't really know anything of the diesels. How long have we got? Yep, started streaming 3 hours ago. Good going, guys. Good going. Good going. And amazingly, there's still a fair amount of you watching, which I cannot believe. I am so happy with this little thing. I love it just chugging away. For the next time I do this, guys, I am planning to crack out the T1, the little traction engine, and have that just ticking away. And then I don't know what I'll do after that. It will be stopping overnight. We're not going to drive constantly. So it will be a world record for one journey. But yeah, we're not going to drive it through the night. It doesn't have lights, so. Oh, you restored a Mini. Good work. That's great. Oh, yeah, we would love more likes and more subscribers. That would be great. I would love to come down to Lappa Railway. They've got a couple of cool things. Favourite diesel locomotive is my Ruston. No telly on, that's why you've been here for 3 hours. Yeah, Humpty is definitely not for sale. Royal Enfield, I think. Right, see you later, Parker Boots. Thank you for watching. Can you install a tender to the engine? What, to this thing? Humpty isn't road legal at the moment. Hornby made a live steam rocket and it's one of the worst things they ever did. Land's End to John O'Croats in your 1.1 Fiat Panda. Oh god, that'll be as bad as doing it as my 106. The Ruston 48, my Ruston 48 over the tram. Still not a tram. I know he calls it a tram because we call ours a tram, but it's still not a tram. I've been watching you while making a website for your photography page. Nice. Are you going to tow a trailer for the back of the dump truck? No, we're planning on having a van to be a support vehicle. That's what we're planning on doing. Planning on having the whole route planned out, advanced notifications so everybody knows where we're going. And yeah, have all where we're staying planned out. Take it in turns driving. I think at the moment it's probably going to be me, Matt and Ash are the ones probably going to do it. And that's the plan. Oh, I guess I could run some 00 stuff. Yeah, possibly. Could do, yeah, I could do model railways and live steam, I suppose, guys. I wish everyone could subscribe more than once, then we'd be doing really well. Oh, hill mix are lovely. Yeah, I'd be terrified as well if the brake pedal stopped working occasionally. Have to go. Okay, thank you, Black Knight, for joining us. Glad you're enjoying the videos. Thank you very much. Oh, the start of sandstone. I've been talking to a couple of people. I'm hoping to do something with sandstone. They kind of said they'd asked the question, so maybe I'd love to do something with the sandstone estate because it's incredible, isn't it? So maybe. Vauxhall Cavalier, yes, from 1984. That's kind of cool. I think Trev likes that as well. That's kind of very much. We like stuff from the 80s generally. What will the name of the channel be if not Lawrie's Mechanical Marvels? No idea. I phoned up the DVLA and they sent me a piece of paper. That's basically what it involves. That's basically what it involves. Is it needs to be road registered. Oh, good. You're restoring the engine that I've got is going well. Good. Worst riding vehicle you've been on the railway, or just like in a vehicle? It's the Mamod SE3. I would love to go on a hovercraft. TR6, although I think the TR6 looks weird because the wheels look huge on it, but the TR7's just weird, full stop. Do you get off from the middle of the track on this? Maybe. Morgan Mechanical Hatred. The MGC, yeah, but I prefer the MGB GT. I love the MGB GT. It's on my acquire list. It's one of the next cars I plan to get hold of is the MGB GT. I think it's awesome. Oh wow, look at that, 122 likes from not many before. Well, this has made a mess on everything, so that's fine. I am planning on taking at least the 35, maybe something else down to the Forest of Dean, because I promised to do that when I was working in the Forest of Dean, and so it's still going to happen at some point. Oh, where's comparing a model gauge railway? That's something we could try doing, yeah. Matt doesn't hate trains, he's just not particularly enthusiastic about them. I have never driven a Jowett, no. Jowett? 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 No idea. Smaller channels are better questions actually get answered. We really do try, guys. We really try with all the comments to respond to everything. I know there's a large gap that we've missed. But yeah, we do try to actually talk to you guys and answer questions and interact with you guys. Like, we know that without you guys, we're nothing. So, you know, you guys have taken the time to interact with us, so we're going to interact back with you guys. That's just how it is, isn't it? 1,000 likes would be quite a lot. Live stream looks really good. Yeah, I've heard they're very hard to control. No, is the simple answer. I've never sold any vehicles I care about. The MGZS we sold, I liked it, but I didn't love it. So, no, I haven't sold anything. I've driven a couple of 3.5-inch gauge locos. Oh yeah, you've still got the hovercross there. When I was last in Portsmouth, I saw the hovercross. They're amazing things to watch. The Hornby Bagnall is based on a real engine, yeah. I did enjoy getting the rust, and that was a lovely day. I really do hope to get. I'd love to get to the Sandstone State. So hopefully, if I can get something to organise, getting out there and being able to drive some stuff, we'll do it. Community and interaction around the channel here. Yeah, we're very lucky. Like, you guys who are supporting the channel, all lovely. Like, we're really honoured to have such a lovely group of people supporting us. Half of what makes LMM as good as it is the fact that you guys are so super. We're really honoured, guys. Thank you so much, and thank you all for being really nice people. It's really nice. Yeah. It's just really good. How much paper was to actually get the Ruston handed over? I paid Sir William some money, and he signed a piece of paper saying you own it. That was it. I have it, and I have it framed. That's all it was. On our road run, we are going to avoid all the main roads. It's going to be a very much back road plan, like B roads max. The D-Tank is based on something, although the actual design is a lot more squat. It looks almost as unrealistic as the D-Tank. It was an industrial engine. They made several kind of that size, massive wide boilers. But if you look at the picture of the actual prototype, you understand where the D-Tank came from, although they look very different. Put it that way. 150 likes to get Lawrie to upload a picture with him doing the Joe. Joe Wicks work out with the rest of the team. The what now? Any chance if James May, yeah, well, we'd love to do something with James May. Or I feel a bit bad reaching out to him, but yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd love to reach out and do something with James May because that'd be awesome. We have some Element merch. There should be a link here to Teespring somewhere where our merch is. It was a few £1,000s. It was very cheap for what it is. Hello, Sam. Wait, that's not Sam that I know, is it? Yeah, the look on your face was priceless. It was pretty good. How is it going for? Well, stream's still people watching. Oh, cool. I did not know that. I would, yes, I would like a go with one, Toby. I've never had a go in one, didn't know it existed, but would love a go. The crane, the two gentlemen who own it are the guys who have come, they were the guys who came and helped install the ramp. And they are very busy helping, they seem to get involved helping a lot of other people fixing things, particularly me when I need help, and they're involved at the railway. The shredded wheat liveried Fowler at the Mid-Suffolk Light Railway, they restored that between them. So during the lockdown, nobody's come to them and asked them to help with something. So they've been making major progress with their own vehicles. So yes, he's finally started putting some new metal into it because he hasn't really done much with it. So hopefully that will be, we'll be featuring that at some point. We might well come through Red Roof. What would happen if you fired a Mamod off coal? It wouldn't really do anything. It takes so long to get some heat. We will do the tractors on a road trip. I'm hoping to bring the tractors to the Forest of Dean. So, Seb. Yes, Sebastian. Sorry, it gets very confusing with different names. The Dennis Jupiter is there. I need to put the fuel line back on it when we can get back up the shed, and she should be back and working again. Oh, hello, Josh. Yeah, we're still going. I've never driven a steam lorry. I've been out when I was younger for a ride in a Sentinel, and it was amazing. I love trains. Yeah, I love working trains, but I like working tractors. I do like tractors as well. We haven't got our route yet because we're still kind of looking. We want to get Humpty overhauled and give it a test run, and then kind of plan a route, and then kind of come to you guys and be like, "Hey, help us make it happen," and see what happens. I don't drink. I'm teetotal. So yeah. I drink Copperberg non-alcoholic cider. That's about it. Yes, most of the water around it is me failing to be able to pour. So, I don't know anyone with steam lorries at the moment. We've got some traction engines lined up, and hopefully some people will see that and we'll get to be able to a steam lorry from that. But I don't know any steam lorries at the moment. Rustin would be quite happy in the shed. In fact, I'd like to have it in the shed so it was undercover. I don't like it being outdoors. I love the Jupiter as well. Jupiter's awesome. Polish the boiler. I could polish the boiler on that, but every time you use it, it will get blacker again. So it's a bit pointless. I've got the Lego. I think the biggest one I've got is probably the space shuttle, which I've not built. I'm probably not we're probably going to build a new skip for Humpty because the skip is knackered and the rest of it will just paint up. A Sentinel Locus of Pain. I would love to have a go on a Sentinel though. Would like to go on a Sentinel. I used to like Thomas when I was growing up, not so much now. I like Property. Yeah, Property is good. The Ferguson, yeah, I do like the 135, although I prefer the 35. Anything. I don't really mind once the review starts. I'm pretty much at anything. Modern cars today are plastic, pointless and soulless. That's how I feel about modern cars. They've got no soul. Cars today are very much designed to take people from A to B. They're not designed for driving pleasure. That's how I feel about it, because most people just use them as a tool to get from A to B, and 99% of people on the road don't appreciate driving and don't appreciate being in the car. They just want to get from A to B in comfort. So, yeah. Do I play game? Occasionally. I think Lawrie should take it back. Oh, jeez. I mean, we could transform something in Humpty, but we probably won't. I would love to review a 9F. We might need to get a bit bigger so we can start talking to the bigger railways. Favourite loco at Whitwell? I do like Victory, because I like Barclays a lot, although I do like what what's his face? I can't think what his name is. The guy who was there when I was there. I want to say Ash. 80. There we go. 80. What 80's working on. Because that's awesome. Well, yeah, but what I actually own is a 40. Humpty is a liner Rough Rider 15 CWT dump truck. What time will this end? I'm not sure. I'll probably end about past. That's what I'm thinking. Yes, no. Everyone has modern cars on finance, and then just get rid of them at the end. Yes, I have been to actually, what railway was that? Sorry, was that Embassy in Bolton? Because I've not been there. What railway is this? Elsie-Car. I have been to Elsie-Car. I went to Elsie-Car when they unveiled William. That was quite good. I've seen some of Chris Eden Green stuff. Agecroft make good engines. I've been to several foreign railway museums. Yes, I have. The older Skyliners are what I like. No, I haven't. I don't really watch other YouTubers. Doing YouTube takes up an awful amount of time, so I don't really get to watch these other things. I'd love to go and have a wander around. I'd love to do some stuff with the North Yorkshire Moors. Full stop. The Shed's a great place to be. Is it longer than the last one? Oh God, we're bad at this. Stuff isn't built to last. Well, no. The problem is that it's the same as all stuff these days. Everything's built to be replaced. So your car isn't designed to last that long. It's built to be used because then someone wants a new one. Your phone is designed to last for a year or so because then you want the new one. Whereas old stuff was designed to last. That was the point of something good, was you bought something, you didn't need to buy another one. Whereas everybody goes, oh, if this only lasts a year, then I have to buy another one. So I have to give me another £100. That's much better than just giving them £100 once. Have you crossed the line from half-baked 8 to not... What? What, Matt? I thought it was the egg. I am so confused. I'll probably be doing the stream bi-weekly, so I probably won't do it next week. I'll probably do it the week after. I just felt like doing it again. Shout out for the unofficial Mamod and other Steam forum. Fair enough. I haven't seen Keith Appleton's videos. No. Kempton Steam... Yes, I think I have done Kempton, but not for like a decade. Favourite local on the MSLR? The Y7. Peaklet Lawrie wants you for a... Oh, I'd love to do a video on the tram. Oh, thank you very much. Well, I like talking to you guys too. What came first, Lawrie? What's the other? I bought the fire. Oh, the fire engine, it outdates me, doesn't it? Jupiter was 1981, so she's older than me. Ford Eurocargo? I don't really have a thought on the Eurocargo. I don't know who disliked. I don't think they're here. I don't think anybody who disliked had going to stay and watch the stream for that long. Do you really? Oh, was that Trains with Mark? Fair enough, it could have been. No, I think Trains with Mark watched for a long time. Yes, I've seen that they had some issues with the Mazak Grot, which is a shame. I've got a couple of Hornby 9S as well, but they're older ones. I haven't been. No, I haven't even been to DC full stop. When you went to the was the Drury there, the ex-naval one? It was William was running and Gervais was running. That was what was running. We will just take. Have you seen the hackers on YouTube? There are hackers around. I don't think we've had anything really to deal with them. Sorry, that was a reply to Trains with Mark. Sorry, yeah. I was going to say, I don't think it was... I was going to say, Trains with Mark is still here. I don't think the person who gave us a dislike is going to still be here. So, yeah. Right, guys. Yeah, we'll wrap this up in 18 minutes. So anything else people want to ask, we'll go through. But bearing in mind, we'll shut this off at past. How many locos at Mid-Suffolk? 3 diesels, 3 operational steam, and 1 steam under restoration. Have you seen the silent? I have not seen the silent auctions that the MSR are running. That's interesting. Thank you for that. When do you go plan? We're not sure. It's a simple answer. Oh, another dislike. Damn. Yeah, Gervais was quite cool. So the shed, we're not sure. We've talked to our landlords and they've said they're happy for us to go back up there in a couple of weeks. So basically what we're waiting for is for social distancing to kind of, and the restrictions to be lifted enough that we can go up there without there being a backlash. We don't want to put a video up of being in the shed and hearing there's a backlash, you know, so yeah, that's it. Oh wow, 4 dislikes, wow, look at that. Can you suggest a steam train to draw? Matt, steam train to draw, the V2. Like that. I imagine people have put them, it doesn't really matter. Funny enough, guys, it doesn't really matter which you put, it still helps the algorithm. A T1 are more rare than the T1A just because they're older. So yeah, I haven't been able to. I'm not allowed to go to the railway to see the Ruston because I'd like to get the starter off it because the starter doesn't work now. So I like the fact that dislikes have disappeared. Nice guys. Most disliked element video I think is possibly Trev's first. I haven't actually seen what his video on brochures is, but I know Diecast Corner had a lot of dislikes. V2, the Grizzly V2, so yes. Okay, thank you very much, and yeah, we'll be a good night. Yeah, we hope to get out this. I mean, to be honest, we've been quite impressed with the amount of content that we've been able to do, not at the shed, but we do want to get back up there, so hopefully we'll, yeah. Basically, we're very aware if we go up there, we don't want the public to start getting upset, we don't want to upset our audience, we don't want people to go, why are you there, kind of thing. So hopefully within the month we'll get back up there. That's how we feel at the moment. I would potentially move up north if there was, at some point I will probably need my own storage because the shed is rented. So where have I found suitable storage to put everything in? We could class it as work, but at the moment it's not essential work. And technically it's work we can do at home. So we don't want to take any liberties with it. Also, we feel like as so many people are putting up with this and coping with lockdown, we feel like kind of bending the rules is not really acceptable. So at the moment, no. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, lots of people didn't. I like the Trev video. I'm quite like Trev chatting with stuff. So he'll be doing more stuff. But a lot of people didn't enjoy it, Nick. So talking sense about going to the shed. Yeah, it's how it is, unfortunately. And so hopefully we'll get up there soon. Is the basic answer. But we don't really know at the moment. GG, it's me. Yes, you did. It has run like 5 times now. It has been running many times. And can we hit 140 before the end of the stream? Possibly. I'm gonna have to clean this up afterwards. Yeah. You can give me an entire tour of the north, can you? Favourite model locomotive that I own? Probably the Helgen Garrett. I think that's awesome. Helgen Garrett is an amazing piece of kit. I mean, currently we have more likes than we do have people watching. So we assume everybody who's watching has liked the video. Yeah. I'm doing good, thank you. Thanks for asking. Yeah, it's been quite good fun. I'm not entirely sure where 3 hours has gone, guys. How, is it, right, so 143, thank you very much, guys. 144, lovely. Just to ask the question, who's here from the start and still kind of kicking around? Yeah, you're most welcome, Josh. Oh, I want to go and get fish and chips from Wispy again, that was good. Guys, I can't believe as many of you guys have been here from the start. That's amazing. Thank you guys for I can't believe that you guys listened to me ramble on for that long. That's mad. But thank you very much. 20 minutes from the start is acceptable. Foot plate, yeah. Breakfast cooked on the shovel is the best thing ever. Guys, that's mad that you've all been here. I can't believe so many of you have been here. Everyone's like, yeah, it's really good. And then James like, yeah, I got nothing better to do. Like that. People like, yeah, it's been a really good stream. Thanks. And James like, got nothing better to do. And shit's like, yeah, there's nothing on TV, so I might as well. But yeah, that sounds good. Well, now thank you guys for watching. That's quite amazing that so many of you guys have stayed for this long. So thank you very much for watching. We do appreciate it. And again, thank you for your support of the channel and LMM in general. Like I know I keep saying it, but we're just blown away by it all at the moment. It's mental. And we're very excited about what the future holds, like what we can do and where we're potentially going to do and the kind of content that we're going to provide for you guys. Some of the conversations we've been having with the LMM team are really, really exciting and stuff that when we started the channel, we're like, yeah, we won't be able to do that. We're now thinking, we could do this and it's going to be mental. We're going to have some amazing things. 34th and 42nd for linear Rough Rider. Oh, that's not very good. We are quite high for results on Rust and 48 though. You're on one screen while assembling. Assembling the space station. Okay, that sounds pretty cool, Bruce the Loon. We do try. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. I've never done cod on the firebox. Sausages are good. Yes, I saw he died, didn't he? Sausages are good on the foot plate. Bacon is good. I've done baked potatoes in the smoke box. Eggs I find very difficult. Your stream is better than the stream. I don't really do anything in the stream. I just talk to you guys and try to answer the questions. You know, it's not a very planned stream. It's just got a steam engine running in it. Would I like to meet Claire Barrack? I don't know who Claire Barrack is. From the start, chance. Nice. We just said, we're not sure when we're going back to the shed. Our landlord said potentially they're happy for us to go back in a couple of weeks, but until we feel social distancing and the government lifts the restrictions enough for it to be okay, we probably won't be going there because we don't want to be producing content that people will feel like we're bending the rules for. So if everybody else is stuck indoors, we'll be stuck indoors as well. Yes, yes, there is a good shop in Grossmont. We've been in there. I'm glad you enjoy the videos though, Jamie. I've never done a full farmer's breakfast. I mean, normally it's just like bacon bap. Bacon bap is my normal thing to do, maybe a couple of sausages. Hash browns are really good as well. Actually, one of the best things I've done are, you know those Chicago Town little pizzas? They're brilliant. I'm glad the stream's brightened up your day. I've not been to Train World in Belgium. If you have something going that interests me and others. That's positive, I suppose. Oh, Converter Barclay, I like that. Father's Barclay. Whose whistle is best? In what, full-size dimensions or these things? Or yeah, I suppose that's true, Nick. We're pretty... Grossmont? Grossmont? You've noticed now, Josh Ride, that the way I pronounce a lot of things is very different to how most people do. So, but yes, Nick, the successful thing with LMM is, I guess it is, we can't believe it though, like, because we're just us. So the fact that so many of you guys find that entertaining is fantastic. Like again, as I said it before, we're so honoured that so many of you guys are enjoying it. I don't think we'll do 100k this year. If we can get to 40k this year, that we wanted to do 40k this year. That's what we want to do. Would you go to Mid-Hants? I do like Mid-Hants. I've been there and I want to go back there again. Lewis, I'm glad you enjoy all the videos. You could boil an egg from the steam. Probably better just to boil it on the footplate somewhere. Gromont. There we go. When you get in a PO box. When enough people want to send us stuff. If people want to send us stuff, drop us an email, and we'll give you out one of our addresses to send stuff to, because we love receiving stuff. So yeah, but no PO box at the moment. But again, just get in contact if you want to send us something, and we will be very happy. Gromont. Yep, we fixed Grossmont. It's now Gromont. Yes, motorcycles will appear on the channel in the not too distant future, as Morgan's got one now and Matt's very into his motorbikes. That will be appearing. I did love the whistle on the austerity. That was lovely. If I have the chance to drive an Eleanor, what are they? I get to drive the Y7 quite regularly, so I like that. So I will hopefully be doing some more Eleanor engines. Hello, Tom. The Alco shark nose is different. Oh, okay, that's before the F7. I don't know where anything. Do you know where one of those is that I can drive, Tom? Is Levisham? We'll tell the collector. Fine, I will be off in a few minutes as well, but thank you for joining us for the stream. I hope you've enjoyed it, buddy. 150 likes, nicely go. Oh, it's 149 now. It was 150, but it went down. I know restaurant if we could have. That would be quite difficult as well, wouldn't it? I guess people do do things like that. I hope we do. Hope we do get up to that kind of level. How big is the engine? Do you know what? I've got no idea. All I know is it's a single cylinder. I got no idea what it's a Petter. I can't think what it is off the top of my head. Thank you. I was surprised that the video in Belgium didn't do better. I thought that was going to be a more successful video. I'm a bit disappointed with that, actually. I really enjoyed being out in Belgium shooting it. It was fantastic. It's a lovely engine. The 106 is in the shed, and we will do it up when we're next up there, hopefully. And the Moggy, hopefully, but I can't touch it at the moment, so we don't know. Hopefully the Moggy will be fixed in time for Lemons. To be honest, Morgan's got to try and rebuild the Fiat, and Matt's got a load of stuff to do on the Starlet, so we've all got a load of work to do. Oh, your Nick, I find it so confusing, Nick, when the people have different names. Oh, Adam's Radar Tanks are lovely. It's so confusing when you guys have got different names and different accounts. So you've got YouTube names and like Discord names. It gets very confusing. The oldest loco I've reviewed is 813. Better was made in Europe about 30. Okay. I don't know what the size of the engine is on though. If you had a chance to buy an alien engine, what are they? What, a model one or a full size one, Matt? Sorry, I didn't read the question properly last time. Buy an alien engine. I'd love, to be honest, I'd love one of the J94s. Or if it was a real one, I'd love the V2. I'd love the V2. Oh, yeah, the Gauge Master ones are lovely. Thank you. Yeah, that would be lovely, Ryan. If you look down there in the video description, there is either the link to the Discord where you can chat to us, or there is the link to our website, and there's the contact us form somewhere on the website. Although Trev's been playing with it, I've not looked at it since he's played with it, so but I assume it's still there. Peanut butter, do like peanut butter. What's that? I don't know. The Earl of Fitzwilliam. I don't know. Yes, sorry, the A2, not the Fiat. The oldest loco I've reviewed is 813. That's the oldest thing I've touched. I will be doing some layout building at some point. I haven't built a layout in like a decade, so it's going to be interesting. What train would I like to see in real life that's quite unusual? I don't know. Yes, I am looking for more tractors and more cars at all points. So yes, always like more full-size tractors, cars, and everything. Yeah, Matt, I would love the V2. I think the V2 is awesome. Okay, Nick, yeah, it gets very confusing. Hello, Steve. Oh, I've seen those 3D pens. They look awesome. How does it work? I am not going to. We slept in the NX. The NX fine. Bearing in mind that was 2018. We slept in the 106, but I've slept in the car I had on the Scrappage Rally to Prague. The MG ZS I slept in many times. I've slept in my MR2 many times. I've slept in, slept in many things. I think the Union Pacific is big boy is fantastic. I think UP did a fantastic thing to bring it back to service for just basically for the lols. The brilliant thing. The David Brown Cropmaster. Yeah, I do. I think it's cool. Did you get the MG carb and manifold on the birthday of? No, it all went quiet. I can't remember what happened with that. I can't remember do I need to send an email for that? there was a chap that said he was going to send some to me, and then nothing happened. I think I just need to send him an email and say, by the way, what's happening with the manifold? Off to entertain the son, of course, because good man, 2 minutes. I'm glad the cat enjoys watching our videos. That's good to know. That's that's a bit different. How have I got a grub on my arm? Anyone know what I've? When did that happen? I like older BMWs. Don't like the modern ones so much. Hello, Model Train fan. You have joined us with 2 minutes to go on the stream before I'm giving up, because I've been doing this for 3 hours now. That's probably true. I did touch the steam engine. If you look on which only can see on the ridges. Oh, fair enough. No, not a thing from Cow Farmer. Not about the door. Basically, it's true. Yeah, I've seen them working, Steve. I've seen the videos of them, but I've got no idea how you do. You know, I've seen the videos. I don't know what it's actually like. It's interesting. May I draw you as a Hanslet austerity? Yeah, go for it. What's the update on going to the shed? We might get there at some point. Our landlord said hopefully in a couple of weeks, and we're waiting basically on what the government says. As soon as we're kind of told we can do that kind of thing again, we'll go. We don't think it's fair to be going up to the shed and kind of bending the rules when so many people are suffering, being stuck indoors, not doing what they want to do. So yeah, that's kind of how it is. Hello, Hat's the Vintage YouTube channel, and hello, the Hat. Later arriving. Yes, we're literally just about to finish. So thank you all for watching, and if you missed it, you can enjoy the kind of the replay action if you want. Interesting, the difference made it into the car. Yes. Cheers the stream, been great content. When we, yeah, as I said, Tom, we're not sure when we get to back to the shed. Yes, I would love to get it on L92. If it could be happened, that would be amazing. That would be really, really good. MPD. Yes, all of them, Stephen. All of them. All of them is good. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you all for watching. Yes. Yes, Eldali. I can never pronounce your name. I know you're one of the few users that I know both that you're the Hat and that, but I still don't know how to pronounce out. Udalili. Yeah, there we go. That works. So thank you all very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. Sorry to those of you who've just joined us at this last moment. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me ramble. I hope I've answered all your questions. Guys, if I've missed any of your questions in the stream, I do apologise. Oh, good, in the stream now, Discord for the memes. Oh, God, Harry. Oh, God. But thank you all, guys. And remember, if you do have vehicles that you'd like us to look at when this all is over, whether it be railway, road, or anything else, do get in contact. Drop us an email or talk to us on the Discord. We're always looking for more content, and stuff's starting to happen. So I'm not putting a V6 into the MR2. No, that's fine. And yeah, thank you very much, guys, for joining us for the stream. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being part of the LMM community. We are very, very lucky to have you guys. Yeah, you guys are all super. And as I said, if you haven't already, check out our Discord and get involved and chat to us. And if you really like the channel and want to help us grow and be able to do more and more stuff, then have a look at our Patreon. It doesn't really cost you much at all, but it makes a massive difference to us. So in the meantime, there'll be a video tomorrow, which will be Lawrie Goes a Little Loco, and then hopefully, all being well, Lawrie Goes a Loco will be next Thursday, and the following Sunday, I haven't got a clue. I have no idea what we're putting out then. So, can you fit a V8 in the back of an MR2? Can you do that? I know they do V6 swaps, but yeah. Anyway, that's it. We'll do this again in 2 weeks' time. Sunday night, guys, if you want more of this kind of stuff, we will be doing a stream on Twitch. The description for that should be in the video link down there. So Sunday nights we start at 8:30 on Twitch. So if you want to come along on Twitch and do the same thing, chatting and asking questions, we'll be playing some kind of game, but around to chat to you guys. It'll probably be me, Morgan, and Jeffrey, maybe Trev. So you'll get a bit of the full LMM team thing. So V12 in a mower would be hilarious, Nick. Yeah, that would be very good. And guys, thank you all for watching. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy days to watch a steam engine on the internet run, which is and ask some questions. And yeah, the Twitch link is there. That's good. So hopefully, guys, we'll see some of you tomorrow on the Twitch, and then on Monday on Twitch as well. So I imagine a V12 mower, at least a V8, has been done in the States. Colin Furs must have done it, mustn't he? It is definitely his kind of thing. So yeah, guys, that's it. Thank you all very much for watching. I will miss all of you guys too. Thank you for taking the time out, and good evening. The longest element stream on YouTube. Yes, it is. It's got dark outside now. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Remember, check out the Discord, and if you do have any things that you want to send to us or talk to us about reviewing vehicles, then drop us a line on our email, which for the record is Lawriesmechanicalmarvels.com. Yeah, Lawrie@lawriesmechanicalmarvels.com. Right, see you later, guys. And I'm going to take that off. Put that down. And now go press the button on the elevator and go.